That's good.
Hell yeah.
Yo, this is Nostalgia Club. We in the attic. My boy Tommy Tynz and AM. No, We Kill Cowboys in the Attic podcast. Tune in. Nostalgia Club. Tune in. Shop with us. You already know.
We're in the attic. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We Kill Cowboys in the Attic. Everywhere you get podcasts. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Comments. Fucking repost. We don't say that nearly enough, too.
Still looking for that first dislike recently.
No, not at all.
I thought we put out the one. I thought people were gonna get mad. I thought it was gonna start scratching. Everybody was like, "Wow, this is really good. I love this."
Yeah, the one that was gonna be like controversial or whatever was just like, oh my god, it really opened my eyes. Like, okay,
Fuck you,
who was it on?
like, I was like, it was like a while ago on Twitter, like that chick like that went to where'd you go, Gettysburg?
No, I went to Magruder.
Magruder, okay, yeah. But no, yeah, because fucking this chick who went to our school like posted a picture of her on a boat with the Trump flag, and people lost their minds. And then yeah, like it snowballed into a thing where people were just like, oh, I had a racist experience in the Gettysburg too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah.
I saw it on Twitter, right?
Yeah. A lot of it, and we came to the conclusion that it was just mostly cap.
A lot of it
didn't happen, and a lot of it was cap.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've been to Gettysburg, like, I don't see that much white people there, like.
There are.
Yeah, there's not much. They all congregate in one spot, and like you can get most of them.
Like
You know what I'm saying, right
it's a
there.
diverse suburb. There's really everybody's there.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, I call cap on a lot of those. Some of those maybe happen, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of the geek. I was on Twitter, I followed, like, I don't know, one of the girls who goes there, I guess. And she was, like, tweeting out, she was just like, oh, like, you racist ass white girls, like, they're coming for you today, like,
yes, sir.
I was like, damn, like,
oh, he's like, like, word?
Like, this
where
is
can I
going on?
find this? Where can I find this manhunt?
Nah, I feel like people are kind of just, like, bored at home.
Yeah,
Like,
that was 100%.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah, that's one of the bigger parts of it. Others like, I've seen everything on Netflix. You know, let me just start some controversy with
Yeah, let's see
no
what's
one.
going on Twitter.
Yeah, I've seen all 13 good things on Netflix.
Exactly.
And all.
Is that subliminal?
All 25 good things on Hulu.
I'm about to say, is that subliminal? You like 13 Reasons Why, don't you? I know you do.
Pretty bad.
I know you do.
Pretty bad.
I know you
No,
will.
I really, I can appreciate that genre of teen just bullshit.
No, you
but
can't.
Teen drama.
I can't. I turned off. What's it called? I was watching what's it called? The joint you recommended, House of Fires or something like that. Little Fires Everywhere.
It's fucking hilarious.
No, I mean like, and I
It's funny.
turned it off. I tried to turn it off because like it got like too involved with the teenage part of the story, and I was like, I don't care. I never had any of these problems as a teenager.
You feel like more like serious action, or like what do you
No,
watch?
they're just rich.
Yeah.
They're just rich. Is
Yeah,
that what it's
They're
about?
just rich.
Yeah,
Bro,
they're just like rich. They're rich people who help this poor family, and I don't know. I haven't watched the whole show, but you know, but I don't know if I plan on finishing it. But anyway, let me get a proper intro in. Guest today, owner and proprietor of the Nostalgia Club. We got Mando in the building. I said that right?
Yes, sir.
I'm so bad at names. But how you doing?
I'm doing good.
We'll get on you now.
Yo, first of all, thank you guys for having me on here.
Racked
Yeah,
up.
thanks for the
Give me an
gear, boy.
Racked up.
This is this food right here. You
Racked
feel
up.
me?
Nostalgia Club.
Yes, sir.
Nostalgia Club. For us, by us. You know what
For
I'm
us,
talking
by
about.
us, you
Yes,
feel me?
sir.
Yes, sir, brother. But yeah, no problem, man. We're glad to have you on, man. This is great.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are doing a good thing. Like, I saw, I don't know, I think it was like, my man who posted it, he was like, showing like the people you were about to have on. I was like, damn, like these are people that are actually doing something for
Oh,
themselves.
yeah, like shit.
These are stuff doers.
Yeah, like shit.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't think there's like one. I mean, basically, but I mean, like, just because you're not like getting recognition for what you're doing, like, doesn't mean you're a bum. But like, work on. not being a bum. Like,
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're working to not be a bum, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
best way to say it. Like, as long as you're working toward that, then that's good. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really knock you for that. I can make fun of you, but I'm not gonna actually knock you. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
only a
Because it's
bum.
funny.
You're only a bum when you're standing on the sidelines,
Exactly, bro.
and everybody else around you is like, making
Yeah,
that next
something.
thing. Trying is cool again. That's one of the big messages of the attic.
And I'm glad for real, just because, like, you know what I'm saying, like, especially because you're on and shit, like, a lot, like, I notice a lot of people are starting to do their own things and shit like that, or, like, starting to, like, be able to, like, do resale and shit like that, go thrifting and resale and stuff like that.
Yeah,
To, like,
definitely.
start their own bikini line or lash line or stuff like that.
You know what's
what I'm
like
saying?
kind of crazy though? Like, when I started doing this thing, I was like doing it out of like a love for like, clothes. It's like I've always like
Right.
since I was like 13, 14, like I've been buying my own shit, my own shoes, like Jordans.
Right. Is that was around the time like your parents stopped shopping?
Yeah, like the time where I was just like, yeah, like I can make my own money. Like, why not? Like, instead of being like, oh, mom, can you give me this? Like, my mom wasn't about to buy me no like $200 Jordans.
Not at all, never. Like my parents could, but like they're just always just like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you want this? It's like I
don't
know.
My mom would be like, oh, you want these? Like, are you gonna like use them more than all the other shoes you have?
No, I'm actually gonna use them less.
Like, I'm actually gonna put them like up on the little
use
shelf so like I could watch them. And she's like, no.
Like, we're gonna get you into a program.
Like, shit.
Anytime I asked my mom for shoes, she would always say that she could get it cheaper in DC.
Hey yo, hey yo.
If the shoe was $200, if you asked for some $200 jerseys, you said I can get 3 of these in DC. They look exactly like this.
Yeah, look exactly like it. Just feel like plastic leather. Like
that shit fall off your foot while you walk.
He's like, God,
She just falls apart on you.
that joint left you like 20 steps.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I had a pair of 2006 playoff 8s.
Oh man.
I was wearing them joints just like, back in 2014, 2015. I was wearing them joints just like almost 12 years, almost like, I don't even know how old at that point.
Yeah.
But basically I was wearing them, go to like do like a step up on the stairs, and then I like feel like my shoe feels kind of lighter. I like look back, I just see my sole right there.
Hey yo.
Like the outsole was just sitting there. I was just like,
hey yo. Like,
bruh.
man, this is not gonna look good.
Bro, I had to go into my gym locker room and just like change like into my gym shoes. I was like,
Yeah, bro.
I can't rock out like this.
Yeah, you can't take 2 L's like that, 2 significant L's. Losing the soul, then walking around with a lost soul. So that's
Yeah, like,
terrible.
you didn't really walk around like that.
Yes, sir. You're like, nah, man. But so how'd you like officially get started with like thrifting and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? You said like clothes were important to you always. Like.
Clothes was always like one of the things like I fuck with. Like you know, you look good, like you feel good about yourself. Like
You look good, you feel good, you play good.
Exactly.
Dion.
But yeah, what's it called? Basically it was just like I really did fuck with the clothes, and like I just had too much, so I was like, you know, like let me start selling it, and like
Word.
People were just like, oh, like this is cool, like you know. I'm like back then. I feel like streetwear and like vintage and stuff like this was like a little bit harder to come by than it is now, and like not that much people were into it. But like if you knew, like you knew, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And that's like kind of like the mentality that I had like going into it. I was like, oh, like I'm about to sell this stuff, and like the people who know about it, like they're gonna be like, oh shit, this is sick, like good price, like why not? Let me get that.
Yeah, exactly.
But like the people who don't know, like
it's going to be foreign to them type shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be foreign, but like the people who get it, and like that's what matters, honestly.
Yeah, it's like a community really, cause like I'm a seasoned thrifter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
A veteran.
Yeah, I'm a veteran thrifter. You know what I'm saying? eBayer. You know, but like or like anyone can see really if you, especially like you pay attention. Like the vintage market is kind of like taking over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People are getting
like
more and more into it.
The space is definitely going like. Because I feel like luxury was kind of like a big thing, like fashion for like the past like 3-4 years. Like it's been like Off-White, it's been Louis Vuitton.
That fast fashion like shit.
Yeah,
like that's a term they use for it.
Yeah, fast fashion. I feel like that applies to more like the H&M and Zara's.
Oh, word, yeah. Okay.
Like those type of places where they make like 3,000 units and they know they're gonna sell like 2,000 and burn the rest. Like that's like that fast fashion mentality.
Okay, word.
But like these luxury houses, like they know what they're gonna sell. Like they only make like these limited amounts. They're like, yeah, like we're gonna sell it to these people, and like they're gonna get it, and they're just gonna be straight. Like, but yeah, but I feel like lately, like yeah, the luxury is what's important. But like recently, like a lot of people have been gravitating towards like something that's not like you're not gonna see on your favorite rapper. You know, you're not gonna see like them wearing the same shit as you type. Like I feel like that's like the space like I want to occupy the most, because like like that's what I feel like is cool. You know, it's like. Are you really like think that's cool because you saw someone else wear, or
you
like
saw Travis Scott wear it?
Yeah, like
you like his McDonald's merch?
Yeah, man, I don't know. Travis Scott, like I've showed love to him because like, bro, I've been listening to him since like Ill Roots days. Like, you know, Ill Roots.
Of course.
Dude, they be going crazy. Like I love that. Like whatever they do, like everything they do, like.
But their publication and shit.
Like I don't even know what to like pinpoint them as, like magazine, like.
Yeah, because they're like an online entity for real.
Yeah, basically.
No, yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't support this fucking new wave of Travis shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I did listen to the new single, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Where it's like it's like him and like who fucking
MIA.
Yeah, MIA and shit.
Yeah,
like, I gotta listen to
like
it.
Young Thug.
And Thug, yeah, because Thug's on it. I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
Thug, but
What you about to say?
they're really like a lot of. I think it's kind of lame when stuff is purposely made to be resold.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you see all the when you look at the especially the Travis Scott merch, you see all these like these really big emblems, really exotic kind of gaudy things where it's completely the opposite of the brand McDonald's. McDonald's is literally it's the most non-exclusive thing out there. It's it's for everybody. Literally for everybody. So, you know.
But I feel like at this point, like Travis Scott's name, like
he's unstoppable.
Yeah, like
he's
you
doing
can
like
slap that shit on anything,
movies,
bro. Like you can slap this shit on anything, it's gonna sell. Like Travis Scott is like, I mean, I've been to his like 2 of his concerts now. Like
his concerts are nice.
His concerts are crazy, bro.
He can do a live show. He can do the fuck out of a live show.
He performed the fuck out of Astro, the first stop of the tour, bro, in Baltimore.
I didn't go there.
Royal Farms Arena, bro.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna tell y'all this story because I'm on this podcast. But like, don't.
It's the attic, boy.
Oh shit, you got my shit up there?
Hell yeah, bro. You know the attic. We're getting more and more professional.
Yeah, I like that.
The product pictures I was about to comment on those real quick. You got good product pictures.
Oh, good luck. Yeah,
everyone is different than the last.
Exactly.
I've been trying to upgrade like that part, you know, like I feel like if I put out the clothes, like people are gonna fuck with the clothes, but if it's like a clean product and you're seeing that like. You see every like discrepancy in the clothing, like
exactly,
because that's kind of what makes like the vintage, like it's not something fresh off the press that you like you're gonna see like that shit's been worn, like that shit like
that's
someone
what
else
I like
loved it before you.
Exactly, that's why I like for real. I'll let you tell your story in a second, but like that's what I like about like more vintage. It feels better, you know.
It feels more authentic.
Yeah, if it feels softer and better on your skin because it's been through it, you know what I'm saying? It's already been worn and shit. I just don't. The one thing I don't do is like many stains. Like a lot of stains, I'm gonna stay away from. Like, holes and shit, I don't care.
If it's like a white dingy tee, like one of my favorite tees is like this like 1973.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It's like 1973 like Grand Coupe race. I don't even know. Some rich people shit. Like there's like has like a graphic on the front.
Some white people shit.
Some like graphics on the back. I was just like, damn, like this shirt is beat up as fuck, but like someone loved this shit and like that looks so good. Like it's also about like the fit. Because I feel like back then like they were cutting shit like the t-shirt was a t-shirt. It wasn't like this weird angle where it's gonna like fit your body differently. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it was like that boxy shit. Like they were just like, oh like. We're gonna make it like that. And
everyone's gonna have shoulders with this one.
Like dead ass. Like, I feel like now like stuff's a little more slimmer. Like
it's slimmer fitting and shit like that.
People get away from that though. I think that they're not like the form-fitting tee had its time kind of in that those past few years when high fashion was really at its peak.
Yeah, like 2010 to like a 2018 type shit, 2017.
Yeah, but now it's like with the way the pants fit now. You get the really form-fitting tee with like the kind of loose pant. It's personally just not.
Word, yeah. The real tight shirt. Yeah,
it's like the girl joint. Like you wear like the girls be wearing like the little tiny like shirt, and then they be wearing the big ass pants.
Yeah, like it has like muffin tops over on itself. You know what I'm saying? Like bro, that's like that's not a great look. I'd rather you dress like Billie Eilish for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
With no sexuality whatsoever.
Fingerless gloves and fishing hats.
Yeah, bro, it's great. Like I just love the way she dressed for a while, bro. Cause I knew about her when she was like where the avocados at and shit like that. When she was more of a blog and shit. What? Yeah, like that was her name. That was her name for a long time when she was dope. You know what I'm saying? But like now she's all fucking corporate and shit.
Yeah, bro. Like she's honestly just an image. Like like her brother be writing her music. Like
thank you,
stylist,
bro. Yeah, bro.
She's just like little white girls.
And she looks like
you know, like they can relate to that shit.
And she looks like the fuck. If you were to draw a white girl type shit, you can draw Billie Eilish, bro. You know what I'm saying? She looks like a white girl. You know what I'm saying?
I respect everybody that I know that wants to be a stylist, but at the same time, I can never use one.
I can never use one unless like it's in a movie or something, and like I have to dress for a certain part. You know what I'm saying? Like even then, I can figure it out. You know,
if possible, I prefer my actors to dress themselves.
Yeah,
if possible.
He directs.
If
he makes movies.
Oh, really?
He makes movies and whatever.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, bro. We need more.
I used to, like before, like I was into a lot of like clothes and stuff, and like trying to do this like fashion stuff. I was really into like cinematography, just like film and shit like that. Like
You ever film anything?
I mean, I never filmed anything. I do have like a shitty little like script.
The streets love shitty cameras.
I was gonna say, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's good. You could in a shitty script, like shitty to you. You know what I'm saying? Or like you show people and they're like, nah, this ain't it, bro.
Nah, I ain't showed nobody. Honestly, I was just like, this is one of my things. I was like, you know, I honestly I like doing like creating stuff. Like I don't see myself as an artist, but I do love art. Like I do love making shit, like drawing. Like I'm really good at like.
I think you're a lot like me.
Shit.
Yeah, I think you're a lot like me.
I don't like saying like, oh, this is like who I am. Like this is what I do type shit. Like I do everything, bro. Like I do everything.
I just
like,
do shit. You know.
Like, I just like doing shit, bro. Like creating shit. Like
like
having the satisfaction of seeing like when I'm making the merch or like something like I see a design, I'm like, damn, like I feel like this would look really good. Like if I do it like this and like sit there and I'm like making that shit, recoloring it. Like,
wouldn't that be cool?
Like sitting on the computer, I'm like, damn, and then I see it in real life.
Yeah.
Like that's just different. Like
it's a really satisfying feeling. Yeah, exactly what you said, bro. Like it's like you're constantly going like, oh man, wouldn't that be cool? But oh, this would be cool and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And then like you do it, and it's like, yeah,
wow,
this shit is fire. Like
it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's not such a foreign idea. Just because for me too, it's just like even before this podcast, it was like doing stuff seems such like a foreign idea to me.
Yeah.
It's like, how do I get it? How do I even start this and shit like that?
Yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
that's what I've been thinking lately with like my store. I'm like, yeah, like when I get on, when I have like 20K, I'm gonna start doing this and this, and I'm just like, well, I'm gonna start doing it now, and then like when that 20K comes, like it's gonna be looking good anyway.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna be already done. Like shit,
yeah,
you know
like, that's what I'm saying.
Like baby steps, like shit.
Yeah.
No, but like, do you plan on like doing like a storefront then? Like you said, like when you get on and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, my plan is like, Corona kind of fucked up my shit, but like I am in school right now, like going for like a business degree.
Oh, nice.
MC, yeah. But like honestly,
go Raptors.
Like, go Raptors, baby.
Go Raptors. Yo, let's try and get there.
What?
They have a radio station.
Oh, dude,
I know who manages the radio station there.
Really?
Alright, so
you'll
I have the radio station password. What? Hey yo, we're gonna pirate a fucking station, son.
Right now.
Hey, so let's pirate a station.
MC's radio station, I have their email and password, bro, because they had me manage it for like a semester.
Bro, are we going
to right now? Upload this
No, don't do that. Give us money. Don't do that.
No, we're gonna pirate a radio station.
He's just joking.
It's gonna be like Dear White People.
I'll kill every one of us.
Oh my God.
I'll turn this car right around, man.
Including myself.
Oh man.
I'll take us all out. Dear white people.
Dear white
I
people.
tried to watch that show, but it just gave me like that one Disney movie vibes. Like,
Which one?
Where she had,
Oh,
what's
that
her name?
one.
Debbie Ryan with the fucking radio joint.
Which one?
Fuck.
Debbie Ryan, the radio.
Debbie Ryan, she has like a radio show, like podcast. I don't even know.
It's all like iCarly? Nah.
Nah, it's
Debbie
Disney.
Ryan, Jesse.
Is it
No
Jesse?
one like this.
I know that.
It's from that movie. It's literally from that movie.
It's from that movie? Oh, fuck. Hold on. Debbie Ryan meme. It would definitely say.
Who the fuck is Debbie Ryan?
She's a white. You wouldn't know her.
It's kinda hard, I'm not gonna lie.
She was a Disney product.
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
Definitely see it.
Oh, Radio Rebel? Is
Radio
that
Rebel
what's
does
called? That's a stupid name. Radio Rebel, dude. Fucking Radio Rebel. Yeah, look up Radio Rebel, man.
Radio Rebel.
Yeah. I forgot we have this now.
Look up Debbie Ryan.
Yeah, I don't even remember this kind of. Although 2012, yeah, I was completely off of Disney by then.
Yeah, and I was like,
This shit?
like 11.
Is this her?
12, yeah.
Is this her?
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's Debbie Ryan.
This not the main character from Brave.
Nah.
Bruh.
Haha, but I'm pumped.
Hold on, where the video
Somebody,
at?
thanks, man.
Like,
I appreciate that.
That was a good one. You know, the cartoon and everything, right?
Nah, I've never heard of this before.
TikTok compilation. Nah, I was completely off Disney by now.
TikTok is a fucking wasteland, man.
Nah,
Bro, I fucking hate TikTok.
because like it's Chinese tracking.
Cancer.
Yeah.
But like, America does that to us too.
Bruh, she's such
I mean,
a horrible
but
actor.
if it's Chinese is worse.
But they're short.
Yeah, but they're short.
But their eyes look funny.
They have funny way of speaking. Oh man. But no, that's cool, man. Like it's like so eventually you want to do storefront.
Yeah, I'm trying to do like a storefront, like once I come back, cause I'm trying to go to like, do you know this place FIT? It's like in New York.
Fashion Institute of Technology.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm trying to go there for fashion marketing.
It's some bad motherfuckers over there.
Yeah, they're serious, right?
Nah, they're super plugged in.
Some crazy ass
like,
shit.
a lot of
Like,
these
their
people you
internship
see-
programs are like literally every fashion house in like New York like has like their mainstay like flagship like in
word.
New York type.
Yeah, that's
And
real.
like they just have internships for like all that stuff. They have like people like-minded individuals like people who are into fashion, music, like whatever.
And more
like,
importantly, for real, you learn like the politics of all that kind of stuff too.
Yeah,
so like
saying.
you can like weave your way,
like navigate into that like scene, cause like bro, like I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know too many high fashion like motherfuckers around here. Like
neither do I. You know what I'm saying? I got some niggas who think they high fashion, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
that was the thing too. It is good with the politics. They had like all the controversy in streetwear and fashion over the past few years. It was always an FIT intern like right there.
Word.
All they did, the Ian Connors, the fucking the Bari.
Did they go to like the FIT?
They didn't go, but a lot of the people. If you look at who's working around them, a lot of them went to FIT or
Parsons
or SCAD,
stuff like that.
SCAD in Atlanta.
Lucky SCAD is a great school. But I was looking into their like film like programs. I told you like I was into like film before like a lot, and like that was like what I wanted to do. But you know like. Switch your mind sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, and like you can always do it. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, when I was big in streetwear, it was like a lot of what I enjoyed looking at the most was either the visual albums or the visual lookbooks.
Yeah.
Like the videos that people would make for their brand, especially the independents, because they had to be creative with their music, so they had to use their mans, who was a producer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, you couldn't just like have like some random music, and you know it's way easier to get your mans to do.
I saw one dude. He tried to use the Travis Scott, the Travis song "The Ends."
Yeah.
For like his lookbook, they sued the pants off.
Yeah,
they sued the pants off.
You can't.
I'm not gonna lie, I threw up a little like lookbook thing on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And like I had like Once Again by like Tribe Called Quest on it, and I had like this DJ Screw song at the end.
Oh bro.
And like they flagged me for the fucking Tribe Called Quest song, but they didn't flag me for the DJ Screw.
They probably wouldn't just because like they're known to do Screw dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like just hip hop in general, really. Like they don't give him enough credit for like inventing chopped and screwed.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't know that. Like that came from Houston, like DJ Screw himself type shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like exactly. It was like he's making songs that sounded like he was on lean. You know what I'm saying? Or like what it sounded like, what it felt like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I guess.
I fuck with 3 a.m. in the morning. 3 a.m. in the morning. Is that what it is? The one with the skull tape. Like,
yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. A lot. I just cracked.
Yeah, that don't have like my mind went blank on it, right? That was about. I think that's the same one.
I think it also has like "Sailing the South," which is like I'm pretty sure the song I use. Like, it's nice. Yeah,
didn't get flagged though, so you're straight.
Yeah.
We got flagged for just doing like a local guy. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, fucking or not flagged. We just couldn't monetize or something like that. The video.
I have to.
My boy Jay Macadocious, bro. But
I have to look and see because after. I waited till we had him on, and then we talked about it. It was like, hey, funny story, my guy. But I disputed that joint. I got to see what they said.
Okay.
I got to see what they said because that's gonna be one of the ones that's gonna make you some bread. And I'm like, nah, dude, come on. Like we asked dude permission the next episode.
Yeah, exactly. Like literally when we got the joint, it was like the next day. We asked him permission, bro. But
is he like signed or something?
Nah, not at all. He's nice. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me twisted. But
I think he's done things for BET and shit. So it's
so he's more official than other people.
He probably has like a little like distribution deal or something.
It could be.
Yeah, a lot of artists like get that even when they're not like signed.
Yeah, exactly.
Just have like something
just to keep
take care of the music.
Those are the artists I fuck with the most. The guys who you talk to, or guys and girls, you talk to them and they're like, yeah. TuneCore, DistroKid, like all them little underground distribution joints.
Yeah.
This shit's getting distributed in Cambodia in like an action film for real quick. You getting a check from somewhere.
This is a random placement.
Yeah, exactly. Random in Switzerland and shit.
If you can get 50,000 fan base domestically and like 30,000 overseas, you're kind of straight.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You about to say?
What's it called? I was looking at my analytics on Instagram. I usually don't like go too much into them, and it was like showing me like where my shit was like being viewed, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like people view me in Russia, like Europe, like other shit, like. I was just like, what? Like, I thought this was like a little local thing, but a lot of like
worldwide, brother.
Nah, honestly, like a lot of like the stuff I sell like does go to local people, but like a lot of it like I'm shipping like across the country, like California, like over like
that's
and shit like that, like
that's when you
like
really
it's kind of different.
Yeah, that's when you like really know for like you're like doing something right, because like for like local thrifts and stuff like that, that's like like they found you. You know what I'm saying? They found you on like Instagram and shit like that. It's not just your friend. You know?
Yeah, it's not just someone like who knows me. They're like knows someone who knows me. You know?
Yeah.
It's like random ass like. Now I'm not gonna lie. One time I sold this like Yeezy season like 3.
Okay.
It was like a little oversized shirt. Like dude hits me up on Grail and he's like, Dubstep Ninja 100 or something like that. Like, I don't know, but like I put in his address because like
as he hit his vape,
like
he just hit a purchase like, yeah, let me get that one. But now I put in his like address because like my little shipment thing like it calculates it and I like look at like the Google image and it's like house in the hills.
Yeah,
like huge like nice ass apartments like.
Yeah, bro.
How'd you find me?
Like, yeah, like, bro, you're like just curious, bro. How did you find me for real? You seemed like you could afford actual Yeezy stuff.
Yeah, like, you seem like you could afford it out
current
retail,
season,
bro.
Like, current season.
But yeah,
what is it about vintage stuff for you? Like, why specifically do you look to a previous era for stuff that you look to acquire?
All right, you just really asked one of my questions like a lot better than I was gonna ask it. So thank you. So thank you.
That's what I said too.
Yeah, no, like it was way better than what I wrote down. I was like, hey, why do you like vintage so much? But yeah, what he asked?
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot about the construction of the stuff. It's like I don't know. I look at like a lot of vintage and like when you're talking about vintage, you're talking about like 25 to 30 years like old.
That's what
you know, you're looking at like 90s is like entering like that vintage, but like before like a couple years ago, like 90s was like it was still like kind of there, you know, but like now they're looking at like Y2K era as like the vintage.
It's becoming vintage, you know.
It's like becoming vintage. Like we're slowly like going into like eras where like the older eras are like even more exclusive, you know.
Yeah, bro.
So like when I'm seeing stuff like that was put out like 30, 40 years ago, maybe like you're looking at stuff that's like these designers like probably not around anymore. So that's what made him weird, bro.
Like, you knew what he was asking.
He was pointing over here. I was like, wait, what?
But
you just see like a lot of the designers are like people who created like that T-shirt or like that cut for like the flannel or like the T-shirt how like it's a little bit boxier than like the new ones. Like those people like they're not really around anymore. You know, like
not really.
They're not like in that scene, like still creating, like still like making shit. And I feel like they like a lot of like back in the day, like they had it right. Even when you're looking at like high fashion, you're looking like archival shit, like I don't even know like where to start, but like let's say like Issey Miyake, like you're looking at like Issey Miyake, like his shit was on like Robin Williams, like
like
that shit was like so popular back then, but even when you look at it now, it's like it's still a beautifully made like piece, you know. It's still
it's like timeless, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Same thing. Yeah, exactly. Same thing with music. I feel like some stuff can like transcend like the era where it's like kind of just like you look at it, you wouldn't like think to like say, oh, it was made like this time, like it was made this. That's just like a completely like fresh idea, you know?
Right. Like it could have came out at any time, like shit.
Yeah, like some music like you listen back to and it's like you can hear it's like very dated, like let's say like you listen to like Tyga. Fucking Rack City.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know that shit came out exactly when it came out.
When it came out, exactly.
But like, if you listen to like Kanye's "My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy," like that shit came out almost 10 years ago. And I'm like, bro, like I could listen to that shit like 20 years ago, 10 years in the future, and it's still gonna sound like this crazy masterpiece. Like it's still gonna be classic. And I got that shit on vinyl, bro. Like something different.
Yeah. I need to get more modern joints on vinyl for real, just because like I have so many old ones, like behind like a couple crates and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm figuring out now that like more fucking retro things or more iconic things are either disappearing or the people behind them are dying. So like if you think somebody's iconic, you gotta go now.
Yeah, for real. You gotta get with them now. Type
you gotta give them. What do they say? It's like you gotta give them the flowers before.
Before the funeral.
Like before the funeral.
I feel. I 100% feel that. Cause like it's like, cause you're not wrong for real. If you're like, if you think this person's special, go with your gut. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if like they don't get appreciated at the time or whatever. Like, they can have like a documentary made about them years later. Like,
buy that piece of merch.
Yeah, exactly. Buy that piece of
merch. If you're willing to go to more than 2 shows from somebody, you should at least cop one thing.
Yeah, exactly. Show some support, show some love.
I feel like that's what it's all about, like building that community that's gonna like you're gonna look at them, like, let's say, like, I don't know how to put this. Like, when you're doing something, like, out there, like, when you're putting yourself out there for people to, like, cast judgment upon you, like, they can take what you're doing, like, they can say, yo, this is shitty, like, fuck off, like, whatever. Like,
Stop.
They can say, like, wow, this is, like, the most amazing thing I've ever seen, like, how can I be part of this, like, you don't know how people are gonna perceive that one idea that you have, you know?
Exactly.
So, like, you might as well do it, like, and then you deal with, like, oh, are people liking it like this? Let me tweak it a little, let me change it like this. Like, you know, are people gonna fuck with that? Like, you know, like, once you have that little, like, idea, like, it just kind of snowballs into the rest. Like, when I posted up, like, shit on my Instagram, like, made an Instagram for, like, my clothes, like, I wasn't thinking, oh, I might be designing merch, I might be on this podcast the other day, I might be shooting stuff with my friends, and, like, you know, like, you never think, like, you never think about the next step. You gotta think about, like, what you're gonna do now type shit.
Right. Like, you just thought of the name like shit. You're not thinking about, like, you know, photo shoots in the future about shit.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't really thinking about stuff like that. I did make myself a little, like, game plan though when I started.
Smart.
And it was kind of like it's like a 5-year plan type shit. And I'm on my 3rd year right now.
I bet. Are you on track?
I'm pretty much on track. Like, I didn't even think about it like that. Like, I found it the other, like, a couple months ago when I was cleaning out, like, for the summer, and I, like, see this giant, like, little piece of paper, and I was like, I made this when I was, like, 16, dog. Like,
on track, bro.
Like, I'm already on track.
That's great.
The next step is a pop-up shop.
Oh yeah, nice.
On my little list, so, like, I mean, why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, cause, like, you know, we just went to a pop up for our homie. Shout out Donut Shop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout out Donut Shop. Got me a long sleeve.
You know what I'm saying? Get you some shit.
Or I can buy that fucking camo now. Yes.
Yeah, don't let them.
Yeah,
don't let
what's it
sit
called? Didn't they have it at, like, that tattoo shop?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like stay around there. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, where?
Yeah.
Like it's over by like where like the Hungry Howie's and shit used to be. That one restaurant. Yeah, bro. No,
I should change his name like 70 times.
Yeah, bro. It's been like 6 different things, bro. It's probably been like 3 different since I've been over there last, like shit. You know,
5 different ethnic burger places.
Yeah, for real.
And I think isn't there a Long John Silver over there?
I think so, or it used to be.
That is clearly a front for human trafficking.
Yeah, nigga, who goes to Long John Silver's? Remember, bro, you used to sell these commercials all the time. You used to see Long John Silver's commercials all the time.
Who you know went to go get a fish planet? Same thing with Arby's. Same thing with Arby's too. I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass.
Bro, no one likes
no
Arby's,
meat, no lettuce, no cheese, just meat.
Just a meat sandwich with some sauce on it, bro.
Yeah, I used to be seeing like Arby's in like the South. Like, I used to be, I like lived in North Carolina for like a big part of my like childhood. Nice. And like over there, I feel like this is a little different than up here.
It's the South. You know what I'm saying? It's the South.
Yeah. It's fun. I just feel like people are a little more like not nicer, but like they're more like commune. I don't know, like
they're more polite.
So
yeah, I guess that like that Southern hospitality. Basically.
Yeah, they're not nicer. They just care about social graces more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they still have that antebellum part of them. There's like oh well, we can't act this way in front of company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like we act right in front of company. You know what I'm saying? Cross your T's, dot your I's type shit.
Don't get me wrong. New York niggas is still different, but Southern niggas it's a misconception.
No, Southern niggas is gangsters, bro.
Northern niggas just frosty.
Yeah, niggas in this Macca is cold. Fucking Southerners are just like, nah, we're alright.
Standoffish.
We're cool. They'll like a Southern nigga will plot on you like shit because he got time. He got time
in the hot summer sun.
Yeah, exactly. On a hot summer sidewalk. But and like also just like cause I'm kind of like not plugged in necessarily, but like I like see a lot of vintage pages and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? A lot of like vintage discussions. Like one that comes up a lot from like you know the more let's say snowflakey crowd, you know?
Oh boy.
Like what do you think about like ethical thrifting and like reselling? You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like, cause yeah, like I know your face and I make it too, but so like their argument is that like, hey guys, we understand like we all love to thrift and shit like that, but leave like coats and like shoes and stuff like that like alone because they go to the homeless people and shit like that.
What do you mean leave them alone?
Like don't buy them, you know what I'm saying? Because it could be used for a homeless person could use it type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious. Both of you actually, I'm curious what you both think. Go with me first.
I mean, personally, I feel feel like there's enough clothes at the thrift.
Yeah.
Where like
There's enough leftovers.
Like they're not gonna be like, damn, I didn't get a coat. There's not like 60 other ones on the rack. Like
you didn't get the Columbia coat. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't get the North Face coat. You know what I'm saying? You're getting the fucking whatever.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like one time, like I'm not too proud of this story, but like one time there was this lady waiting for the bus. So I just got out of the thrift and it was like she was waiting for the bus and like she looked kind of homeless.
Word.
And she had some very beat up like Bapestas on.
But
like Batman edition, like Bapestas, like 2000s era type shit.
Jesus Christ.
And I like looked at her and I was like, if I go back in there and buy you another pair of shoes, will you give me those?
Hey yo.
She was like,
hey yo.
These are my sons before. I can't do that. But she looked very like,
yeah,
she looked very happy.
Sons.
Like she wanted to do it. I was just like, then I thought about it. I was like,
I'm asking a homeless lady for shoes off her feet.
That's a little too much. But now I've done that. Like I've seen like people with vintage pieces. And I'm like, yo, you got that Tommy jacket on? Like how much you want for it?
Hey fool,
like there's this old ass dude, like old ass white guy, like walking in the morning. Like I usually try to like go out in the morning, like I don't even know, like at the gym. Like
I thought you were gonna say I try to avoid him.
Yeah, I'm scared of him. He be patrolling the block, bro.
Yeah, like, up and down with a gun, it's kind of uncomfortable.
But nah, like I seen him like walking, like I think he's walking his dog, he's just walking, and I was like, "How you doing, sir?" And he was like, "Hey, bro, how's it going? Wake it up." And I was just like, I really like your jacket. You looking to sell it? And he was like, "This one? This is old." Like, no. I was like, yeah, bro, I know it's old. Like,
yeah,
it's
like
1990s, like Tommy.
I want it, brother.
Like, I want it. And he's just like, it's like, nah, I'm sorry, but I got a couple other things you can look at. And then he texts me, like, gives me his number. I pull up to his house, like, it's kind of weird, but like,
hey, you
like,
got pickers got to pick, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta find your stuff.
Yeah,
and like, this man lays out like 2 North Face jackets, like a steep tag with like, and then the OG like Gore-Tex. I was like, alright.
Them steep tags are hard.
I was like, alright. Pulls out a little Columbia fleece. Alright. 3 NHL like Rangers, Penguins, and New York Islanders shirt, like jerseys.
Christ.
Just lays them out for me. He's like,
well,
yeah, do you want any of these? I was just like,
I would take them.
I'll take them all, honestly. Yeah, how much do you want? He was like, I don't know, how much do you want to give me? I was like,
$100.
I'm saying, brother. Hey, yo, I'll give you $100 for everything.
I give you a cold $100 bill right now. That's what I gave him $100.
A crisp blue bill.
Walked away with all that shit. I was just like,
with
wow.
like $1,000 worth of clothing.
Yeah. I was just like, wow, that's such a such. I drove to like
Capitalism is
past like Oni, Ladysville, like into the cut, and I was just like,
oh yeah, bro.
I was like, damn. That was the come up right there.
That's what because it'd be stuff like that, bro. Because like you used to watch like American Pickers and shit, right? I used to and shit, bro. Like,
I used to fuck with shit like that,
bro. They would pull up to these niggas' cribs, bro. That's where all the good shit was. It wasn't at the stores, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna go out their way to give away their shit, bro. They got plenty of room. They're just gonna put it in stores.
Honestly, I'd be finding like, it's not just thrifting. Like I know like so much people at this point that like I know the people who are into the vintage and like can go to their house and be like, oh, let me see what you got new. Like, I'll buy this off of you. I'll trade this off of you.
That is what I need, bro. So we might talk after, like. So
I
need those plugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of thrifting. You want on Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
You want to say Sundays they're usually closed.
Are they?
Oh, the good one, the Salvation is.
Yeah, some Sundays like they be closing early.
Yeah.
But,
but let's go. Yeah, let's go Sunday. Fuck it.
Okay. It doesn't matter. Hey, we schedule. I don't give a fuck.
Long as tomorrow. Fuck.
I'm saying.
We're not doing anything tomorrow. We're doing a solo tomorrow.
I'm specifically thinking about Uptown.
Uptown scale.
Because they men's section is really small, but they'll usually have those 1 or 2 things.
Yeah, I found that Yeezy shirt there.
Word, yeah, that's where you would find it.
Yeah, random ass shit. Like they be selling it for cheap as fuck.
Yeah, I got like a pair of pants that I wear like almost every single week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got like a real good pair.
I feel like we all got that pair of pants.
Yeah, dude. That's the foundation of any good outfit, really. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, my humble opinion, it's a pair of pants.
I had this like pair of like green cargos. Like I wore the shit out of them. I'm like I can't wear them no more.
Hell yeah, bro. You wore them out like.
I wore them out and shit. I was just like, damn. This is why I buy vintage, not not the other shit.
Like they're here for a good time, not a long time. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. Like
you start buying slacks.
Yeah, like shit. I got a few pairs.
I don't know. I don't think I can rock with the slacks.
Just in like a sweater, you know what I'm saying? in a nice sweater. Hell yeah, dude. On a December morning.
The Hillman College student.
That sounds majestic, son. But what do you think about ethical thrifting? You didn't really. You gave more of a scoff than anything.
Yeah.
That's the better podcast, bro. I'm telling you, man.
I don't understand. What do you mean by ethical? Like, what was unethical in the first place?
The saying the unethical part is that like you walk it like in a very insane situation they're proposing. You walk into the store, get the last pair of winter boots when it's like 7 inches of snow out, and the homeless person walks in right as you're walking out. Is what they're proposing. Like, it's insanity. One, you know what I mean? But
you're asking people to go into the store and see something they like and have enough money for it, and then not buy it.
And then not buy it because someone else might.
Because someone else
need
might.
It. Yeah, like
someone else might.
Yeah, but people aren't thinking about that when like they're buying the last roll of toilet paper when this shit happen.
Exactly.
Like
when they're bargaining out and they're coupon clipping at the fucking grocery store, you're like, hey, I mean, that's where they go to get their food usually.
Especially at resale market shit. Like, the resale market is what the resale market is. You can't go to the motherfucker on the other end of his transaction and be like, hey, stop being willing to pay $600 for this shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop offering that amount of money.
I wish.
Resale market's
you could
nuts.
say that.
Yeah, the resale market's nuts, bro. Like, look, but what do you think about this in general? You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to like you wait in line for a drop or something like that, get the shit. Yeah, you fucking you wait in the chat room like shit. You wait in the damn chat room.
Let's get bots, by the way. I mean, please answer the question. My bad for interrupting you, but let's get bots to start getting this resale shit going.
Hey, you know what? I ain't mad at it just because like I don't respect
Like, you know, like deluxe streetwear or any kind. So I'm like I will buy all of them so none of you can have it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll resell it to you for way more.
It's so hard to buy now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need bots.
Stupidly like hard to buy.
You
need
them. You need like if you have like 5 robots going, you might hit on one.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. You can have all your homies with the phones out on the thing, and you won't get it. It's crazy.
I can't tell you how many mornings I've been ruined by the sneakers. I'm just sitting on there like, all right, 10 o'clock. Swipe, get my size, everything. I got my size. Like I'm ready. All right.
sold out.
Nah. It sends me to wait in line.
Nah, son.
And then they're like, "Fuck you, we sold out."
They're like, "Oh, you're next. Out. we're going to lunch."
You're next to be told we're out of merchandise, dickhead.
Like shit, bro. Oh my god. But yeah, like if you're worried, you need algorithms and shit for like in order to get like the fastest internet money can buy and fucking a bot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, then you corner the market, which is the key.
I mean, I feel like it was easier before because like you could go outside and like wait for the newest like Jordans to drop. You could go like if you go to the mall
and you could have a nice scuffle with somebody over there. You know what I'm saying? You can't fight somebody online.
How are you gonna get stabbed right now?
How are you gonna stab someone for a pair of Jordans, bro?
Remember the Concord 11s?
It was after like what? I feel like it was after that Supreme Nike Film Posit drop.
Oh,
like,
son.
That's like
that
God. Was like the turning point where they were just like stop this shit. Like we're not letting y'all like do this anymore.
Nah, brother.
Like Supreme has a lineup now. Like every shoe store has a raffle now. Every like Nike sneaker drops online first. Like
it was a straw that broke the camel's back.
Like that was literally like they're like, wow, y'all rioting in Lafayette, like Fashion District, like for real, like
for this nonsense shoe, for this $10 pair of shoes.
When it was a few years back that motherfuckers got stabbed over the Concord 11s, I knew he was headed to a bad place.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, 'cause I was so ignorant at the fact that like at the market at the time, I was like, oh, okay, like it makes more sense that they're fighting over a shoe that's new and didn't come out yet. But I didn't understand retros. I was like, so wait.
No, that came out 20 years ago.
So wait. So you're waiting in line and possibly getting violent over the less valuable shoe? You know what I'm saying? Like the newest one's always going to be the least valuable one. You know what I'm saying? Like after a certain point, or the one before the newest one, rather. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, what are you doing? You're literally buying something that you're buying a car. You know what I'm saying? You're buying something that depreciates when you like.
What's it called? I feel like a lot of like the newer like. So like, I feel like I can't shit on Jordan Brand and Nike anymore, cause like
not Nike. I can shit on Jordan.
Okay, Jordan. Okay, we can shit on Jordan Brand. We can shit on Jordan Brand.
It's not black.
Nah, like it's not black. Their new fucking like colorways, like it's just like they're so ass. Like the other day, bro, I got so pissed off because like if you're a sneakerhead, you know this pair of Jordans like the fucking Oregon Duck 5s.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Literally retro them without the Oregon Duck shit and was like, yeah, y'all gonna eat these shits anyway. Like, y'all gonna buy them. Like, you're gonna buy them.
Like this, the owner's gonna be like, I'm gonna look back here in an hour, they're gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying?
Not even an hour, bro. Like,
yeah.
5 minutes, they're like, oh, we just made like
I'm gonna make coffee.
Like 100, like I don't even know.
Like I'm gonna make a coffee real quick and fucking be out.
Come back to 45K.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, what are the numbers? Like, how much shoes are they dropping, really, bro? Like, cause there's no way that shit could sell out in like 5 seconds. Like,
I mean, like it has to be less than a million pairs.
Yeah, it's probably like 100K in the US.
you think like 100K?
Maybe even less than that, because you probably only drop like a few thousand in every major city.
Yeah, for real.
That's true too.
You know what I'm saying? But it's always just been a silly thing, bro. It's like and like that's more how I got into thrifting too. Because like I kept seeing I kept wanting to be like you know, get an image, something like that. Like start dressing myself, being more independent as a grown person. And I'm like, it's not going to be spending $200 every month on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to go broke that way. You know what I mean? And like I don't have like the money, patience, or give a fuck aboutness to do all this. So I was like, oh, I can get 2 coats, 3 shirts, 2 pair of pants, and a pair of shoes for half of what I'm paying for this one pair of shoe.
Yeah. Only wearing jeans isn't fresh.
I'm saying, brother.
Like, what's it called? Like, I used to be in thrifts, like, no cap, like, with my mom, like, back in the day, like, like, that's, like, I feel like that way, like, I was able to explore my style a little bit more, you know? Like,
Yeah, word.
Like, that's why I got into thrifting. Like, I started liking, like, after I could afford my own shit, I was like, oh, I like the streetwear, I like the Supreme, I like the Bape, I like the Palace.
We all liked it at some
point. I like
point,
the Jordans, I like everything.
Palace is underappreciated.
Palace is very underrated,
Yeah.
honestly. They be doing this shit in the UK, bro. Like, Europe, they're so big, bro.
Where?
Colonizers? But, no, yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're all into it for real.
But I feel like now it's like, that stuff's just kind of like, it's so like played out, you know? Like,
now
and see like, everyone got the V-Long tee, everyone got the Supreme tee. Like,
everyone got the Rapist tee.
Oh my god, bro.
Son, like it's so astonishing that V-Lone was able to survive like that video of Bari.
Yeah.
I looked at this, I was like, what more does anybody need to see?
And no one pressed charges. No one pressed charges.
What happened to this girl? Like, what the fuck?
What is she doing?
Hush money.
Something, bro. As soon as that joke came out, she got a call, bro.
Shorty's
Like,
just running the next brand out of Soho.
Yeah, bro.
No one knows
exactly.
where she got. No one knows where she got the money.
I don't know where she got the seed money and shit. But like,
he's like rebranding his shit.
Yeah,
like, he's literally like
he's
rebranding it to like endless denim. That's what it's called, like something like that.
Oh, is he now? I thought he was Young Lord before.
No, he like that's his like thing,
yeah.
but like he's not doing V-Lone like that anymore.
Yeah,
like he was like the sole like guy behind V-Lone.
No more V's on Gildan Blex.
Yeah, I swear to God. They did up the quality. I touched an old ass V-Lone tee and I touched like a new ass V-Lone tee and it's like.
And they realized they couldn't do.
It's like maybe they threw in like $2 extra for like the
for
the blends. They were like
the heavy cotton blends. Oh my
the
God.
ultra heavyweight.
Yeah, exactly. son. The Hanes brand type shit. But yeah, bro. I can never support female. Even ASAP in general is becoming lame. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like ASAP Nas is like the last dude. The last guy that can dress, the last guy I can like support from that place. Like,
because Rockies doesn't drop. You know what I'm saying?
Rocky's on some very different shit though. Yeah, you see his like little thing, like the documentary, like the psychedelic documentary.
That shit was.
Oh no! So I didn't. I watched like the commercial for it. I watched the
the
commercial for it, and I was just like, "You."
I don't know what you were on.
You didn't do acid, bro. He said like, bro, man, like I came and a rainbow came out my dick. I'm like, you were able to get hard? Like, I don't think you did. I don't think you did. I don't think you did acid, man.
You weren't on acid. You weren't on it.
It's like
some Molly.
Yeah, it might have been because like you know on some of that, you know, that
Molly plus acid, maybe.
Nah, that's a mind blower right there. But yeah, off Molly, you're just like
kind of crazy.
Nah, I don't do it much anymore. I'm an older man.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on the tab and I was at like this like rave. It was my first rave. Let's see, Zed's Dead.
Oh, word.
Fucking, what's it? Blunts and Blonde. They were doing like a show. Ooh.
That's not like landing on the face right there, boy.
Yeah, what's it called? I thought it was the beer for real.
Oh man, that's boy. That would say like you wasted beer.
We're losing recipes.
But yeah, I was like, I took a little bit of like Molly too. I was just like awake as fuck, and I was just like, wow, this got crazy. Like I only took a little bit too. I was
really,
like,
that's all it takes.
like a full dosage or anything. I was just like, all right, like this is fun though.
Yeah, I could tell like when like something was like mixed with Molly or like I took Molly, then was like I'd be on the gram like after the party or the function or something. I was like, oh, wow, you fine as shit. It like started grinding, but I was like. You know, so I was like, oh shit.
Like clenching your fucking jaw.
Yes. Oh man. I'm gonna DM the fuck out you right now. You know what I'm saying? But,
you read it back later, you're just like, this kind of.
God damn it. So yeah, I was saying, it was like, I don't talk to her at all.
Let me put my tongue on just the letter U.
Yeah, like shit. Oh, so yeah. Hold on, I gotta pee real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah. Please continue.
What do you think? What do you think our vintage scene is gonna look like if we're in the vintage shit right now, and in 15, 20 years we're going to sort of come back from our own vintage wave? What do you think it's gonna look like for that next vintage wave?
15
right now?
minutes.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of just like life, like kind of works like a cycle. It's like same thing with like fashion. It's like the same shit's gonna like come back and like retro and be cool again. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's not like stuff is ever gonna go away because like you're seeing like mainstream style now is like evolving into like this kind of like look back at like vintage and like retroing things, and like especially like a couple years ago, like when vintage was like really popping, it was like the Polo, the Tommy, like they were all like
Nike
retroing their shit.
yeah.
Like they were like retroing like all their shit. They were just like, oh, y'all like the old stuff, like we're not letting these people make money off of us. Like we might make some new shit. It's gonna look like the old stuff, but like y'all still gonna buy it.
Now, that vintage Disney and Nike has been hitting hard these past years. I've seen.
That's it. Like I feel like vintage Nike is like the only thing I could like never go away from. You know, like
Never.
that's like the classic. Like when I think of vintage, I'm thinking of like the vintage Nike windbreakers. I'm thinking of like their shoes. I'm thinking of like stuff like that. Like that's kind of like one of my favorite brands. I would say like Nike. Like Nike like really just like. I got the.
Well, it's checks over stripes
Air
any
Forces
day,
on right now.
man.
Fucking.
It's checks over stripes
checks
any
over
day.
stripes. Exactly. Yeah, these are like fragment design, like
It's
06,
fucking
like,
checks over stripes every
Dig what I'm
day,
saying.
bruh. I only have one pair of Adidas that I don't wear.
yeah, I don't even think I have like a pair of Adidas, honestly.
I have one. Still, that I don't know. I think that, like, especially when we look at what's getting produced today, I'm waiting for the early mid 2000s to come back. Like, my big ass tees again.
Yeah,
Big ass
honestly.
tees. Those jerseys are gonna hit the streets again. Like this style of jersey, the oversized joint from I would say 01. From the time the towers fell to the time the market crashed.
That's an awesome way of marking time.
from
a national holiday to where?
From one of the best and worst this like that. But yeah.
Best of the worst the other. That's just as I said, you don't care we make 9/11 jokes, do you? So we were asked to edit jokes before.
Really?
Yeah, it's silly. It's a stupid
Really
thing.
bad.
Think so.
Don't ever ask us to edit a joke ever
Just
again.
say nothing bad.
Again.
Yeah.
Just say
Ever.
nothing bad.
We're doing it
What was
this
the
one
joke?
time.
Come on, you got to put it in this.
No, all right, no, 100%, no, 100%. This was a joke. Fucking Saunders.
Why you fucking don't encourage this motherfucker, man?
No, I'll say all the jokes. I don't care. Fucking so this one brings up the fact that 2 of like the 8 Marines that killed Osama bin Laden are trans now, and that wasn't the joke, and that wasn't even the joke. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That happened.
And that wasn't even the funny part.
Two of them removed their dicks. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't even the funny part. And I was just like, in quick succession, I was just like, ew. Then I was just like, just kidding. And that was the end of the damn joke. You know what I'm saying? It was hardly a joke. It was just
I didn't wild out. I didn't say you shouldn't be able to get married.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say stone you in the street.
You
Come
know what
on.
I'm saying, bro?
I mean, we got like, what is it? Caitlyn Jenner. I
Yeah, Bruce.
Caitlyn Jenner, you know.
Representation
for that now.
That's your hero. About to say, y'all gotta fucking.
I feel like now it's like everything's represented. Like
yeah, you don't have to
it's
look
not
far for
represented
shit.
the right way, but like if you look at TV now, like versus TV like a couple years ago, like 5 years ago,
they're
like,
shoving the facts down our throats.
I mean, you said it, not me. Like,
oh, hey yo.
You're gonna have
we love
like a pause, buddy, on that.
It's like shit. Fuck it. I don't know. Stone Cold, bitch. But
let's go ahead and double down on the shit.
Yeah, like shit. Hey, we all love our LGBTQ plus community
it's just
friends.
Jokes, man. It's fun.
Yeah, come on the podcast and debate me.
Yeah, this should be funny as fuck. You just have one of those like purple hair girls like up in here like. No, you get to use
I don't really
pronouns.
like the way you're talking about me and my community.
Here's the thing.
Me and my fellow women friends.
Ma'am. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Ma'am.
I don't see this happen much in person. That's me personally. Even when you see them types around, I don't see that happen much in person. Me personally. A lot of people are just not that confrontational.
They're not.
You know what I mean?
No, my human theory prevails again. You just want to go to work, go to Starbucks, and go home. You know what I'm saying? That's all people want. They don't want confrontation. They don't want war. They don't want any of that shit, bro. It sounds good, bro. Just imagine, like, all you have to do today is go thrift and sell a few shirts, bro. Fucking. Yeah, exactly. Shit, man. But anyway, going back to like originally we were saying, fucking, I agree. It's going like the style is going back to like the baggier clothes, the baggier cloth. You know what I'm saying? I already wear like walk around like I'm fucking in 2005. You know what I'm saying? Like I got hella baggy shit and tracksuits. So
yeah, I fuck with that. Like honestly, like I do have like some pairs that are like more like fitted and shit like that. But like jeans, like anything like pants, like wearing the baggy joints, like cozy, like comfortable, like yeah, that designer looks good, but like bro, like
but you
need
tight, but you need it to look good.
Pants, like oh no, bro, like
yeah, I can wear tight I'm wearing pretty tight joggers right now, like, but that's fine because they stress and like they're not, it's not denim.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You can't,
especially if it's like a good denim, like that's just gonna be sturdy. It's like it's not gonna move, bro. Like,
you're gonna have an itch on your knee and you're gonna be so upset.
It's like fuck.
I gotta get a pencil or something. You know? Like fucking get in there, like shit.
Like the fucking joints that you pick at the fuck.
What, like a pick?
No, not a pick. It's like I guess it's a pick too. Like when they be wearing the turbans, you be like putting some
like
in their hair.
The itch stick.
The itch stick or something.
Little joint with the poker on the end.
Yeah.
Like they're wearing casts. You know what I'm saying? Fucking get in there. But what are some good pro thrifting tips you can rattle off? You know what I'm saying?
Alright, I can't share too much, but
of course you can't share all the secrets.
Now, one of my best tips, I guess, like how I like go by doing it is like, if you see something you like, throw it in the cart. Fuck it, like you can look at it later, like you can look at it later, like you see like it's cool, like alright, throw it in the cart. And then like I have like hella shit in my car, I'm like, alright, this is kind of cool, might keep it for myself. This is kind of cool, I might sell it on the store. Like this, I don't think I can do anything with it. Like put it away.
Yeah,
like you know, I feel like that's one of the good tips. Don't hit the same places like in the same like week type shit, cause like they don't be cycling stuff out that much.
Not
like,
really, yeah.
Like you might have to go like every other week. Like that's why I'd be switching like places. I'd be going like to hella different locations. Like it's not like I have one shop where I'm like, oh, this is where I find all my stuff. It's like
you got a favorite place?
I go to
Buffalo Exchange.
my favorite. I actually haven't seen a Buffalo Exchange around here. Like
they're in DC, right?
Also about Atlanta.
Oh yeah. I was like, I don't be seeing those joints around here like that. But my favorite place definitely has to be like the OG thrift stores, like the Unique, all the way in the cut. You already know, bro. Like,
shout out to Wheaton.
Shout out to Wheaton. Shout out the one in New Hampshire. Shout out the one in like buttfuck Wheaton. Like some like place up there.
Bro, some of them are in the cut, nigga. But nah, the Unique is always solid, bro.
Yeah,
I never not find something.
I'm heading to some like other places. Like recently, I've been like in Laurel, like searching for stuff over there. Like I feel like PG County has some good thrifts too.
Where?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think. I don't know why.
I would.
I don't know why.
I mean, if you really do think about it, like a lot of the places where it's like good thrifting, like if you're thinking like Portland, Oregon. Like you're thinking about like West Coast Cali. You're thinking about like maybe some Midwest like shit. Mostly like up north in the cities. Like that's kind of like where it's at. Cause I've been in the South too. Like I have family down in North Carolina. Like I was saying, like, I was raised there for a long time in my life. Like what is it? Like sounds like in 3rd grade to like I was like in middle school or something. But yeah, I was like raised there for a long time. Like that place, like when I be going there, it's like a whole different like type of like clothing like that you find. Like it's like like here I feel like there's a lot of like sports, like vintage. There's a lot of like stuff like that. But like down there, it's like a lot of coats too. But like down there, they do have like the jerseys. They got the fucking like random baggy Jabos and shit like that.
I've heard Jabos that are like they're faded as shit and like the letters are coming off and fucking like a strap. But like I'm gonna get them restored, low key.
I look, you have a pair if you're trying to look into them.
Hey, I mean, are you 34 or large?
I mean, they're not mine. They're for the store. I had them for like this idea that I'm trying to do. I don't want to talk too much about it, but like basically it's like a little vintage rework thing going on.
Like cut and sew thing?
Cut and sew, yeah.
Like a one-of-one type thing?
Basically.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Because like,
that's
I feel
where
like,
the money's at, boy.
I mean, I feel like that's where like the scene is kind of going to, where it's like that like idea of like, oh, this piece, like there was zero waste to make type shit, you know? Like there was like you got the t-shirt, the sleeves came from like this, and like I don't know, like the jacket, you got this shit from here, like you got that shit from there, like you reuse this material that's like been sitting like a thrift or sitting like
zero waste.
Like, you know, it's like you're not like making more waste, and like I feel like that's really cool. Like Nike's doing this thing called Space Hippie, like their initiative. Nike. It's kind of crazy. Like they're like it's called Space Hippie, and like what they do is like no waste. Like every Nike scrap, every Nike like shit that they throw away, they just like remake into some new technology and like put it up. Like I don't know.
Look that up, bro.
What did you say it was called? Nike?
Space Hippie. Nike Space Hippie.
That seems like some Nike shit. That like they finally pandered to the hippie community.
I don't know.
I was like,
it's like about time.
Yeah, Nike isn't one I think who would do this.
Yeah, for real. I don't think like Under Armour or something silly.
Huh, those bastards.
Hey, you're Baltimore.
Didn't they like come out of like UMD? Like the.
I think they came out like Towson.
Really?
No, I'm pretty sure it was UMD.
I think it might be UMD. Yeah, but like you see the outsole, it's like completely made out of like different materials, like shit that they've done.
Space Hippie.
Yeah.
Space Hippie and they're easy.
I feel like they're trying to cater towards a little like
all the druggies.
The soles are fire.
Yeah, the soles.
Look at the soles. They have another one that's like a little higher, but like I like a lot of their more like design concepts. I follow one of their they have like the taller one. It's like in the picture you see. That's kind of weird, but like I fuck with it. I feel like they have like a good idea going. Like this is like their first couple models, like first 3 models. I'm pretty sure they've done.
Okay, yeah.
Those are decent. That's a Yeezy with a much better sole.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. You've seen the not Mars Yard, the Tom Sachs joint, maybe.
If you was actually gonna say something Mars, I would have said I got a pair.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to pull those up too, but they remind me of those. They're like a shoe that if you were to go to Mars, like, you would only need this type of shoe.
You would only need that.
This joint, bro.
Oh, Son of Mars, yeah, the Son of Mars.
This one.
I had
I wanted the white pair for
actually that joint that the mouse was just over. That joint that the mouse was just over there on the far left. One up.
My brother had a pair like
I got
the white joints.
I got the purple joints of those.
The one with the purple on them.
The Son of Mars were like the shoes you got when you couldn't get Jordans that week, bro. But
tight,
you
can buy them on East Bay. You can buy the girls on East Bay.
That's why it's so clutch.
Exactly.
They were still Jordans, but they just had a strap over them, really,
bro.
No,
and like a little mix.
The stupidest Jordan purchase I ever made in my life was a pair of 2009 Varsity Red 6s. Kanye used to wear them shits, and I was like, yes. I need these shits. And I went on eBay, like the cheapest pair was like $250. Used ass, like piss yellow soles.
Oh,
like,
no.
Like mid pain chipping, and like I used to be into like restoring shoes, so I would like have like the Angelus, you know, shit like that, like the 40 Cream developer, you know, shout out
Okay,
like that
man,
shit,
I'm
like
not
you
good.
can clean up shoes, you can repaint them, like if they weren't like older than 2010, 2009, like they're not gonna fall apart on you, but like
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
like at this point, like those shits will probably fall apart on you.
Yeah, no, it's been like 20.
But yeah, like I was young as fuck, and like I spent like $250 on this. Like I was like, damn, I never had that much money before. I just spent it all on a pair of shoes.
It's all gone, bro. It's all fucking gone, nigga.
Yeah, I don't even know. That was like 8th grade type shit. Like 8th grade, and I was like. I got these though. I got these. Like no one got these. And then like I think it's like a year or 2 later, like when I got those, they released like the infrared 6s.
Oh man.
And like I was like, wait, but like I just got these though. Like these is like the OGs. Yeah, like now y'all got these re-releasing.
Yeah,
like
I can't fucking keep up, bro. And that's somewhat niggas all the niggas who can keep up with it, especially like in middle school and shit, like always astounded me. I was like, well, your parents just must not like spend money on themselves at all.
Throwing the bag at you.
Yeah, bro. Like they don't spend money on themselves at all. They have not had a vacation in years.
You ever had a pair of Spizikes?
Spizikes.
Nah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
bro.
right.
You
It's kinda like
just.
Jordan Spizike,
Bruh.
right? Yeah, I don't think I had a pair.
Yeah.
That's how I heard of it.
I kind of want.
Those were like the son of Mars, basically, too, bro.
exactly. You couldn't get a Jordan, you had the Spizikes,
Spizikes,
bro.
bruh.
You got a pair of Spizikes. They
the,
had
the foot action special right here.
Oh,
Yo, you ever
yeah.
seen the fucking
265.
Jordan Fusions?
Yeah.
Oh, son.
That's pretty.
Like,
I
these
don't
are
know if
so
you seen.
ugly,
I don't know
bruh.
if you've seen this video on Twitter. It's a dude. He be like, "I remember that you used to wear," and he be naming some shit from back in the day. I just want to say this. You niggas, you had the Jordan Fusions. It rained outside. You took 2 plastic bags. You took 2 plastic. You tied one over this shoe.
Man.
You tied the other one over this shoe.
Man, you remember?
And you walked around like that in the neighborhood to preserve your shoe. I remember that. I remember that. You walked through. You avoided the sidewalk, and you put the plastic bags on your shoes. I remember that.
Man, you remember when they used to wear the fucking wavies and shit? They're like flight posits or whatever.
My man's wavies got stolen our first college tour, and when he told niggas, cause he told the group that his shoes had been stolen. So motherfuckers was concerned. It was like, all right, keep an eye out. As soon as he told them what type of shoe it was, motherfuckers was pissed. Wavies, nigga! Wavies!
Like, you got niggas looking out here for wavies, brother.
Shit, I'll buy him a new pair of wavies. I got $40.
I'm saying, bro.
Oh,
You want a new pair, my nigga? I remember Prather used to wear them, like a security guard at our school used to wear them and shit.
That's a
Some
corn
of
fed
those-
nigga right there.
Some of those flyest like old people I know have been security guards, bro.
Oh hell yeah, bro! Cause that's all I spent their friend on.
There was this like old like white dude. He was like tall as shit. Like used to work security.
Mr. King?
Always be wearing like fucking like Obsidian 12s like before they released them shits like random ass like Jordans. I was like, where you be getting this shit?
What's his name, Mr. King?
I don't know, dog. So he was like white, but he kind of looked like he could have been Dominican.
Okay,
maybe.
never mind. the man I'm talking about was clearly white.
It was clearly a white.
Son, it was one time.
Did he wear glasses?
Nah, he was super. He was in like his He was in his 70s. He's one of those motherfuckers that niggas. People say like, oh yeah, he's strong as an ox.
He's strong as an. He's
one of those.
He's country strong, son.
He's like country fan.
Yeah, so you got fucking. Yeah.
Bro, it was a ratchet. It was 2 girls started fighting. Like my locker is right here in middle school, and their lockers was right here, and they started fighting. And one girl was dogging the shit out of the other one. I mean, this is the best combination I've ever seen in my life. And like I like to watch fights. It was right in the back of her head. Let go of the back of her head. It was bad. It was bad. And girl started. She was taking. She had to recover. She was taking too many hits. She tried to run away, and girl tried to run after her. And here come Mr. King. This big white dude, and he stood between her and the girl, and he went like this. He didn't use his hands. He went like this, and she ran at him, and he just put one leg forward and said,
Oh my god.
Hey yo.
But anyway, yeah. So it's not the same security guard.
Yeah, never not.
I was say these two are not the same. Oh man.
But them khakis they used to have their khakis with their work polo with like a new pair of sneakers. I used to see them in security guards.
Yeah, bro. Because they'd be like young cats. They'll be like in their 30s, you know what I'm saying, trying to be cool. And like, hey, relax. These girls aren't interested in you. They just want to leave early. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
They just want no trouble leaving early.
She
bro.
just wants to go to Chipotle.
Yeah,
like during lunch.
she wants open lunch, bro. She's not being nice to you.
Like she just wants to go get $5 gas and then go wait in line at Qdoba.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But oh man, yeah. I remember them security guards were those perverts.
You only had one confirmed. Well, not. But
you mean the head nigga? I mean the guy in charge of everybody?
I mean, yeah.
Oh man.
I heard there was one guard that this is in the old school, maybe my sophomore year, but so when the fights would break out, just because of the way the hallways was built, it was like yeah. So it's like, you know how in most schools, it's kind of a circle. Like if you go far enough, you're gonna get to the other side, but there's usually a quicker way you can go.
Yeah.
It would be a fight. Let's say you here, it's a big circle. Fight broke out over here in the next hallway. If you go this way, you're gonna be there in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You go this way. Hey, you gonna run into motherfuckers trying to get to the fight.
You're gonna miss the fight. Yeah.
One of them, I heard he used to tell motherfuckers, "Hey, go that way." Let it be. By the time you get over there, it's already settled, and all you got to do is break them up. Exactly. We already know who won, so it ain't gotta happen again. That was his philosophy.
Hey yo,
I can't say I disagree.
I mean, I get, yeah, like I agree with the sentiment, but like it's your job to break up the fight.
Like you gotta get paid for that, bro.
I'm saying, bro, like this is like one of like 3 things you're supposed to do.
You know what I mean?
Not much to do, bro. Like, pick up the cones after they
Yeah,
leave.
after damn buses go and shit.
Pick up the cones, bro.
Hop in your Honda Accord, then go home. You know what I mean?
You really finna get written up if you don't put them cones out.
Drive around the golf cart in the parking lot, bro.
I'm saying, where you guys going? Like home. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to go smoke.
When you leave, you can't come back. Like we know.
I didn't plan on coming back. Like,
Cool, I'm faded. Leave me alone.
Man, I'm faded, bro. Leave me be. Oh man, but just back to the actual questions. But
what were we talking about?
yeah, but I don't think we were talking about anything really. But I think we covered this. But like, what to you? Like, what's the difference between like vintage markets and like thrifting and like fast fashion specifically? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is like pros and cons? You know what I mean to you?
I feel like there's no pros for fast fashion, honestly. Like, like dead ass, like.
No pros
Like,
McDonald's
the
either,
only,
Travis.
I'm not gonna lie. Like the only, like not even fast fashion brand that I support is like Uniqlo, cause like their shit is like it's like a Japanese like H&M.
Hey,
okay.
Is that? A lot of people with brands will use those for blanks. I don't even. Would you consider that fast fashion?
I mean,
It's kind of like gilded.
it's not like gilding, cause
it's higher.
It's kind of like a lifestyle brand. Like they have like if you were to like go into like the Uniqlo, so there's one in Rockville, like Pike, off of like Pike and Rose, and like you go in there, like everything you see is like high quality, but it's like H&M pricing.
Oh, so shit.
It's like they're like Japanese, like they take care of like what they have to do, like everything is like recyclable, like cotton, like blah blah blah, like reuse.
So they're
shit.
punctual people.
Like they do fast fashion in a way, but like it's not like they don't give a fuck and they're gonna burn everything. Like, you know, like it gets recycled. It gets
still
like
sustainable.
Like, it's still sustainable. Like, I mean, fashion itself is not very sustainable. Like, you know, like you want to make enough clothes for like people not to miss out on it. But like, once you're making like 3,000 units of the same T-shirt, because like you know, like they're gonna sit in the stores for like a couple like months, and then they're gonna filter them out like through the clearance cycle with like all that shit, and then it's gonna get burnt. Or in a landfill.
Yeah, in the landfills and shit.
Like
they're not giving shit away.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, like there's a lot of like.
Homeless man's walking around in fucking Chuco boots and shit.
Like yeah, they're not like giving it back. Like they're not like doing like a second retailer type shit. Because a lot of like these brands do like a second retailer where like Nike doesn't sell enough shoes, they want to sell them off to like they sell like a big lot to like Marshalls, like TJ Maxx, like something like that. like they sell a big ass lot of like just shoes and like it's not
that's what the outlets are for.
It's like it's not
they,
even like they tell you like what units are coming in. It's like you getting like 30 million shoes, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like try to push them.
Size 13.
We got it.
Like, yeah,
size 13.
Size 13.
All size
13.
Yeah, all red colorway, like shit. All green colorway.
Size 17 pair of Hyper Dunk 3.
Nah, I saw one time. I follow like Round 2 Vintage and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like they're
they got
like,
robbed.
But they're like one of the OGs in like this shit. They're like one of the OGs in that shit.
Yeah.
Like if you look at their like stuff like that crossroads between like hype streetwear and like vintage like
and like
there, but
I agree with the fact that they're like OGs and the kind of that market and shit like kind of made it so that other people can make storefronts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They have become what they hated. You know what I'm saying? They slowly, but not even slow. They very quickly became what they hated. You know what I'm saying?
Sean Weatherspoon though, like dude be fucking with his shoes.
Yeah, he's a good designer. He's a solid designer, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the Nikes he came out with, mad saw the corduroy joints or whatever.
Yeah, bro,
I fuck with
like,
them. You know
it's
what I mean?
kind of mad. It was like this other shoe. I forgot exactly what it looks like, but I don't know if you can pull it up. It's like
That Sean Witherspoon shoe.
what was the campaign called though? It was like Nike. It was a Nike by you. It was like
It wasn't. Nah, they didn't. Nah, I forgot what it was called.
I don't even know, but like whatever that campaign was, there's like a couple other shoes that were like running up.
The one with the smiley face?
And like yeah. But yeah, there's basically like a couple other designs like that were running up, and it was like made by other designers like.
Oh, these are
and
fire.
like
What
these
the
were like
fuck?
in second
Yeah,
place.
yeah, those were heat.
What
These
the
were in like second place for
You weren't
so
you weren't
long.
into these?
No.
Oh, bro, these are heat.
What are these
They're
going
mad
for?
expensive.
Like 180?
Nah, son, you can't get them now. They're like you get them for like 500 or more.
Air Max 95.
That's the thing.
97.
They're like a
Yeah, like
97
look, you get on
mixed with the
stock. You
one.
get on StockX for 1,700.
Yeah, they're like a
That's the
97
thing.
mixed with the one. It's like weird.
Especially now, because there's more brands doing those collaborations. I'm kind of in the mind space now where I'm looking to cop most collaborations that are done with brands.
Yeah, collabs are the better market. They will appreciate better for real, in my
I feel like
opinion.
some collabs like they be
try.
just like pumping them out. They're like, oh, your name can sell, well, my name can sell too.
Some are,
Let's make some.
some just ain't gonna do it. Like I seen a Wale collab. It was a Wale collab with Asics.
A whale.
Really?
Like a few years back, it was like
Oh yeah, like the bandana. Was you talking about those?
it was like a blue and gold kind of thing.
Was it the split tongue giant, or was it like?
Ew.
That was the one time.
Ew.
No, you're right. That is terrible.
Ew,
It was
on
like
people and shoes.
Yeah, son, it was bad, but them
Jackie's
joints
had
were
one
going
of
for
them.
like 45, 50. I was like, this isn't gonna appreciate. As soon as I saw it like that, 80 and up, you're looking at for appreciation.
Yeah,
with the collaboration.
if that, for real.
Yeah.
But definitely like just collab. I think more collabs are gonna like be the marketable thing, or like our vintage or whatever, because like in the 90s those like Black Bar t-shirts and like the Simpsons tees and shit like that. That's kind of gonna be like our version of it, in my opinion. Like it's gonna be like all the collabs and shit that came out now, like Supreme, Nike, fucking, you know what I'm saying, New Balance and whoever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's something that we're gonna always hold more value.
Yeah.
Because like if you're looking at like Nike's older stuff, like their shoes are cool, like their dunks and like, stuff like that. Like
the silhouette's great.
Like silhouettes are great, but like what you're looking at is like the joints that Futura like 2000 did, like the joints that Stash did, the joints that like like the rare ass collaborations, like those are like always the most sought after, like the Paris dunks, like the fucking Reese Forbes dunk, like like just classic ass like silhouettes like that are done right by like people who actually care,
who have an appreciation for a shoe, not just like I want to slap my name on this silhouette.
Do you know like DJ Clark Kent?
Yeah.
Dude's like fucking like OG in the sneaker game, right? And like when you see his name like on a product, like on a project, like he's putting his touch on that shit, and it's nice. Like he worked with Travis on like the Travis 4s, I believe, or the dunks.
Were those the good ones?
God's favorite DJ.
He only made one good pair of his collab.
I think the dunks are nice, and I fuck with the purple 4s. Not the blue ones.
Nah,
The
I can't
purple
do it.
ones.
Nah, I
The
can't do
purple
it.
The brown dunks with the backwards emblem, that one's okay.
That one's alright. The one,
those are
it's a Jordan 1. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but the rest of them
What's your favorite silhouette of shoe you think of all time?
Jordan 3.
Jordan 3.
Yeah, that was quick.
Jordan 3.
Just knew it off rip. I like it. I like it.
5.
This Jordan 5? You
Yeah.
think so? I never really like 5s like that. I like the 6. 6 is cool.
I can kind of get on board with the 5s. The 5s, the Diodora and 9000, A6 and 9000, and fucking.
I gotta know more names. There's gonna be like the ones with the soul.
I'm this thing between the Diodora and the A6. I'm getting one of those wrong. I just don't know which one it is right now.
Shit, yeah.
But
wait, you said the A6 with the
not in 9000. The fucking the A6.
the gel lights?
Yes.
The 3s?
Yes.
Gel lights are
good
fire,
ass shit,
yeah.
bro.
The gel lights are
good
heat.
ass shit, bro.
Yeah. The gel lights are heat.
You guys
bro.
know about like Kith and shit like
Yeah, I
that?
fuck with
Like
Kith. I fuck
they
with
started like with that basically.
My
Like the
guy-
gel light 3 was like the first like Kith shoe.
Oh,
Like the
word,
Ronnie
yeah.
5 joint.
Heat,
My
yeah.
guy in New York,
Like-
I think he works at the kids store. I gotta hit
Oh,
him.
really?
Shout out my guy Q. He's a fucking.
Yeah,
Hit up the bull. Hit up the bull.
High key. I was
But yeah, I mean like he doing cool shit. Like Ronnie 5 like
Yeah, I fuck with Ronnie Five.
like I feel like that Kith is like one of the newer like brands in that space right now. Like,
Yeah.
They've
They've been around a little bit, not too long.
They haven't been around for too long, but
Yeah.
they're like they've solidified their like little
Mhm.
storefront in New York. Like
Yeah.
like it's part of that scene already type
Yeah.
shit.
I seen all the hype beasts around here go to New York and go there. You know what I'm saying? So it's popping.
You know what I mean? You want to drop some racks,
Bro,
some
that-
very, very, very expensive sneakers, you know.
Fucking hit up Ronnie like shit. But like I see like with the paper Kith cup, it'd be like,
Oh, the little
I'm
ice
here.
cream jug.
Yeah, like I'm here, bro. I was like,
See, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm
Hope
trying to
you
do.
can
I'm
get
trying to
home, my
like,
guy.
I'm trying to like have my like little shot be like, you gotta pull out the phone and be like, damn, y'all
I'm
not here.
I'm here,
Y'all
bro.
not here.
yeah, bro. Like I'm mad critical about like round 2 and shit. But like, bro, this storefront is like fantastic. Like the way it's set up and shit, it's
Yeah.
fantastic. It's like a clubhouse. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's what
Like
I'm saying,
somewhere
like-
you can hang out and shit. It's fun.
This shit's
yeah,
nice. Like,
yeah.
I'm definitely trying to like build something like that and like somewhere that's gonna be close to like everywhere, you know.
Yeah, like the
But,
like
like-
the central location. Because where are you
Super
staying
Spring.
at? and
I
shit?
mean, I stay like there's like a little town in the ass crack of like Rockville and Gaithersburg. It's called
Okay.
Darwood.
Oh, you're in
Oh, yeah,
Durwood.
yeah.
Yeah, you're in Durwood. Yeah.
Yeah, I live like right there. And it's like
Because that's like it's not super central.
It's not a real place.
Yeah, Durwood is Durwood's hardly a real place. You guys have Alito's Pizza. Like,
It's not a real.
it's not real. It's not a real place.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you know,
but the storefronts that function as kind of, or they double it and they function as like event spaces of sorts, are going to be really, really important as the years go on,
Yeah.
especially out here as we build a new thing, because
we are building it.
you know
And they will
being
come.
built. It's being built and they will come. But it's
yeah,
like
someone said that.
if you
See
if
there?
you, if you make a fucking if you do an event at any other type of storefront, whatever they do out there in the daytime, that's cool. But if you do it in a space where it's like, oh yeah, it's already understood that this is a creative space full time. And now we do this creative thing here. Now that's a bigger blow up potential, I think.
I feel like definitely like having a space like that where you can come to like meet people who are into the same stuff as you. Like
Yeah.
sorry. So because like basically why I started like a little store, like a little like way to like basically meet people who are into the same stuff as me, you know?
Mhm.
Like the vintage, the streetwear, like-minded individuals who are like I feel like if you have an appreciation for stuff that's more like there's more to it than like what you see at face value, like you kind of already have this mentality where it's like you're gonna be more open to stuff, you know? Like you're gonna be more like you're not gonna be like a closed-minded ass individual who like, you know, like if you already have that appreciation for stuff that's like when you're looking at like art, music, like all this stuff, like these like expressions of like self, like if you're able to like appreciate those things, like you're already a little bit more ahead than most people, you know?
I feel you.
Because like if you're like asleep and you're like just going through your day about like you know, gotta stay woke now.
Yeah. Woke out here, boy. Grab him with the kufi. Grab the boy the kufi. You know we gotta stay woke. You know we gotta stay woke, brother.
Yeah, am I gonna get canceled for this, bro?
I hope so.
That's what I'll say. Yes, sir. Drop some knowledge.
Only we're allowed to buy from you.
Like shit. We're gonna be your sole proprietor.
Your money comes from the attic.
Exactly. But finish your thought, brother.
Alright. Basically, like, if you're one of these people who are looking at, like, like if I don't know how to paraphrase what I'm trying to say.
Nah,
Like,
say what you gotta say.
I'm just saying like.
We'll figure it out.
If you're like woke to the fact that there's like these like things like it's not even like the selling clothes is like the aspect of it, you know, like it's kind of like more like the art of going in there and like seeing like a little tag pop out and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what year this was made. Like I see like the stitching on the sleeve and I know like this is 1980s, this is 1990s. Like
appreciation for like the details.
Yeah, like that, like that. I feel like that's like a lot of what I like more, like the attention to detail, the craftsmanship,
it's like a game. It's like a fun game.
Yeah,
you know
like when I look at when I look at like Japanese designers, which are like definitely like one of my main inspirations, like comes from like number 9, like Undercover, Nigo. Like if you look at Nigo, like his blueprint for like everything is like it just doesn't make sense how he got famous, but he did.
Yeah, not really, right? Yeah,
like, it doesn't make sense. Like he shouldn't have like been such a big thing, but he was.
Yeah,
like he was such like this little like Japanese dude.
Yeah, you know, it's good, right?
He's little Japanese dude. Like little Japanese dude, like literally like makes his clothes like Undercover is Hiroshi Fujiwara. No, that's Fragment. Jun Takahashi is Undercover, right?
I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Takahashi, yeah.
Jun Takahashi is like Undercover, and then Nigo is
Babe.
Yeah. And they did like this thing back in the day. It was like Nowhere, like a Nowhere store. And
I think I've heard of that.
Probably have, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like the Nowhere store, and like they would like drop like a T-shirt and like maybe make 25 of them. Like little neighborhood kids would like go crazy over it, right?
Worth $1,000.
Do every week do the same thing, and then eventually like they started selling so much, and there's this like, oh, we're like this big ass famous thing, like, oh, let's split off and do our own thing, like you know, like he had Undercover, he had Babe, like they did their own thing, and like they're like one of the biggest names, and like if you look at that, like definitely like the biggest name, like Babe, Undercover, number 9, Fragment Design. I've been trying to shout out the fragments I'm wearing right now, like this whole time.
Shout them out. I say, and the Malcolm X tee.
Yeah,
son, I see you, brother.
Put this goddamn kufi back.
Sometimes I be telling the ladies I'm Afro-Latino too, you know.
Hey, you know what? You aren't not. You aren't not.
You know what? We gaining recipes and they taste like the cruises.
I'm saying, brother, you know what I'm saying? What are you though? You're Salvadorian or?
Yeah, Salvadorian.
How'd I know? I mean, you're Montgomery.
I feel like if you ask somebody in Montgomery County, like they're either like Central American or
Salvadorian.
Basically Central American, like Salvadorian, Caribbean, like Guatemalan. Shout out all my Central Americans.
Shout out the gang.
It'd be like
you're melanated creatures as well.
El Salvador, Peru, Honduras, Brazil. That's really that's the main of Mocha. That's the bulk of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Peruvians.
Few Guatemalans as well.
Yeah,
a couple of
Nicaraguans.
Yeah.
Here and there.
A couple of them like shit. But that's funny as shit. You tell the hoes you black. It's like, I can wear FUBU, bitch. Yeah. Fuck, it's for us, by us.
I'm actually Afro-Latino. My nigga.
Bro, there needs to be a drop the biscuit, man.
I just started like looking around like someone say something?
Bro, walk up in the yard at Howard and shit. It's like, what up, my queens? What's going on, queens?
How you doing?
Oh man, what you studying, huh?
Motherfuckers about to drink bowl of the party just drinking them. You know Cuz?
Nah, I seen him though. I seen him on the yard, bro.
Nah, bro. Look at him. His family probably fought him off. Don't worry about it.
Nah, like this. Nah, he's fine, bro. He got the curly hair. It's all good, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what also, if you're Jewish and get enough of the tan and the Jufro, like
the Jufro works.
You can walk in. You can walk in and walk around, and you'll get double taken a lot. But I think you make it through the party.
By who, you?
Just be like,
nah, I think
my man.
The nose might give it away.
Oh, low key,
bro. Like,
brother, Jewish nose is prominent, brother.
Motherfucker, hey, Tommy. Hold on to your wallet, if you know what I'm talking about.
As he walks by, he's like, yo, rent just go up?
Don't get your credit score checked, brother.
Man, it seemed like your daddy on a boat. Yeah, anyway.
Nothing will be edited
anti-Semitic
out.
jokes.
Nothing will be
Yeah,
edited
covering
out.
all the bases, bro.
Hell yeah,
Anti-Semitic, LGBT,
Hell yeah.
9/11 jokes.
Try to get some rape jokes in there too. No one listens this far into the episode. Who cares?
Bro, I almost got canceled this
They
year.
probably do.
Word for
I almost
what?
got canceled this year. Yeah, I gotta tell a story on this podcast. Oh my god.
You have to.
Jesus Christ.
You have to.
Alright.
Almost canceled. Is there another beer? I need that.
I might need a beer, obviously.
Bro, I should have got the fucking the 15 Milwaukee.
It's all
I didn't do it.
No,
Yeah, what's it called?
No, they're
Bruh,
done.
he's this girl. I'm not gonna say her name because we're not giving free clout out here. Like, honestly,
Never,
like,
never. Especially if you're almost canceled.
bro, like, I'm not gonna lie.
You gotta suck him if you want him to shout you out in the attic,
You know what I'm saying?
bitch. No, I'm joking.
I mean, woman.
Go ahead.
But now, what's it called? This girl, like, high school friend of mine, like, met like a couple years ago. Hung out every once in a while, like, just chill. We hooked up, like, everything was straight. Like, she still kept on talking to me after, like, we were friends, like, she hit me up for some
Cool enough?
fucking shit like that. Like,
For some
for
some good times.
She's one of she's one.
She was
like,
one of
shit
yeah.
like that. And I was like, okay, like this girl's chill, like whatever. And like one day she just hits me up to hang out. Like almost like 10 o'clock at night. She's like, oh, like we haven't seen each other in so long, like blah blah. Like,
As you're putting your shoes on, you're
like I was like reading the text. I'm like,
Yeah, we
we
have it.
Yeah. But nah, like I was actually at my boys' crib, and like I showed them like, yo, like this girl should hang out, like blah blah, and like this girl hasn't we haven't hung out like ever since the last time we fucked, like you know, like we've seen each other, like we haven't like hung out, like
right, yeah.
So I'm thinking like maybe something going on with her boyfriend, you know, she wants some dick, like that's literally what I was thinking, like she was making it seem like.
Just send you
wanted
eggplant
some dick,
emojis and shit.
Sound like bass in this motherfucker, boy.
Chill.
Yeah, like,
concubines.
Nah, like I go and I'm just like alright, like what's good, like I'll pick you up, like I asked her, no, you know, being a nice guy, you know, I did ask her about her boyfriend.
Of course.
I did ask her about her boyfriend. I said, don't you have a boyfriend, ? And she was like, yeah, but we can't hang. A little sideways.
For the question mark, like we can't.
I was like,
I guess not. I guess we can.
I mean, I guess we can.
If you're saying it like that, I mean,
I like to hang.
He was like, I do hang every once in a while.
I hang.
But yeah, and like, so whatever, we just made plans to go see it. Like my boy was telling me don't go do it. Like that bitch is crazy. Like you know whatever. But
hey, you know what?
Like some crazy bitches.
Your boy black, huh?
They like shit your brother. He was like,
he's actually Jewish.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Oh, go ahead, yeah.
But yeah, like my other
Shouts
boy was
out.
like, nah, go do it. So I was like,
He was the black friend.
that's just when I go and I'm just like, I pick her up and like this bitch is like fucked up. Like she's like off her ass. Like I thought she was drunk at first, but then like
She hit you up.
I think she was off of some other shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man.
And like
So, something you didn't give her.
Amen. For the record.
Just for the
cameras.
Allegedly.
She found those shits somewhere and it wasn't here.
Yeah, and then like she gives me like these 2 pre-rolls, and like she didn't smoke them with me. I was like, no,
the fuck?
You're not gonna smoke? Like, why are you giving me this shit?
Now go ahead, inhale, enjoy that.
And then she's like, no, like go ahead, like you got it. And then I was just kind of like, alright, bro, like I was like, I was just like,
the fuck is this?
And then like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, like I started like feeling fucking weird, bro. Like,
man,
I've tried a lot of different shit, and like I know how shit feels like. Yeah, you know, I know like what a come up is. I know like that little like whatever. Like this shit wasn't anything like that, and I was just like, yo, what's going on here? And like we're in like,
bitch, what you do to me?
Like dead ass. Like I was like,
you get me home?
What did you? How much was in those things? Like, well, she was just like, what do you mean? Like, well, she's like being evasive as fuck.
It was only
and then,
opium.
and then like eventually like we're walking and she's just like, I'm leaving. You're being weird. And I was like, bitch, you just drugged me. I'm being weird? Like,
like,
yo, what do you mean? And
Shut up. Call me when you peak.
And like, it was late as fuck. So I'm like, you better go home. You just better walk. And she was like, yeah. Well, it's like 3 a.m. in the morning, like dark as fuck. I was like, you sure? Like, I brought you out here. Like, I'm not trying to like just leave your ass. Like,
right? Yeah. It's like, I mean, I'll walk you back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then so like she just decided to walk away, and I was like, all right. Call my boy up, the one that told me not to do it, and I was like, you were fucking right, bro. You were fucking right. And I'm like,
well, I know it. So you should have listened to me.
And I'm like, I'm just going through my night, like walking back to my fucking car, like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I'm just like, all right. And then I run into her, waiting for an Uber, like just like on the side
by
of the
your
road.
whip, is it?
Like literally went in the direction of my whip,
Hey,
waiting for an Uber. And I was just like, and she's like, what are you doing? Why are you falling? I was like, bitch, my car's right there.
You know where we walk.
You know where we just came from.
You know where I parked. You know where I parked.
And I was just talking on the phone with my boy. And I'm like, bro, do you see her, bro? Like, she's right here. Like, you see that? And he was like, nah, bro, you gotta take care of that, bro. Call me when you're done. And
I was like, come home immediately, bro. Leave her on the side of the road.
And I was just like trying to talk to her. I was like, you good? And like, cause like I saw on her phone and she gave me her. Bro, I'm talking too much, bro. Like,
is it an open case?
It's not even an open case.
Yeah,
alright, you're good then.
I'm not
sue you,
receiving
man.
any type of litigation against me. It's just like an Instagram post.
Oh, I
Instagram
think I
post.
read this post, bro. Like, I didn't know. I don't know you. I didn't know you, but I was like, I think I read this post.
Bro.
Like, someone reposted, like Base or somebody reposted it, and I was like, oh wow, this was a bad thing that happened.
Bro, like I had to
You know
write,
what I'm saying?
I had to
Yeah.
write a whole motherfucking like essay and a half.
Yeah,
bro.
like
that
long.
shit was MLA format. I'm a good writer, bro.
Like,
Like for real, bro. Like I was in that bitch. I was like,
all right, ho.
bro, like I was so mad, bro. I was just
Stupid
like, it's like, all right, you want to do this?
Click. But no, continue your story. So like you're.
But nah, basically like that happened. That night happened, and like I gave that night happened, and like I just gave her shit back. Like she had a longboard in my car, like or some other random shit. I threw that shit all in her like front yard, like dipped out, like didn't want to talk to her anymore. Didn't want to like have anything to do with that like scenario, cause like bro, like she was like I feel like it was over her boyfriend and shit. And she was trying to like take it out on me, and like when it went south, she was just like, what do you mean? I thought you were like,
innocent.
Like,
She was playing innocent like all women.
Yeah, like bro, like I'm sorry. And then when she went out and she posted this thing, literally August, like not August, maybe June, I don't even know. She posted like this thing about like her ex-boyfriend. Like,
Oh, when the Moco rape thing came out.
Me Too Moco, like she's the one who started that shit.
What?
What?
I fucking love this almost job.
Boom.
Holy
Boom.
shit.
Boom.
Let's go.
Motherfucker
Let's
who
get it.
started that shit.
Let's get it.
She
Let's
literally
get it.
comes out, look, she comes out,
Let's get it.
tells me like, she's like, oh, okay. Like, she tried to talk to me like a week before all this shit went down. She's like, I
You wanna
wanna
come
like,
clean?
Like, blah, 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 like, I want to talk to you. Like, I was like, leave me the fuck alone. You drugged me and, like, left me. Like,
Yeah. I would have typed that out just to, like, have it on record.
Like,
You drugged me and
You
then
drugged
tried
me
to
and
say
then we
it.
did not have intercourse.
Like, what the hell?
Like, that's
You
what made the
tease.
most sick. Like,
You tease.
like, yes, I can be, like, your friend. Like, I will hang out with you. But if you're going to drag me there under the pretense that we're going to have sex, like,
we should have sex.
we should have
do it.
sex, dog. Like,
do it.
come
We're
on.
wasting each other's time.
on,
Like, like we're grown. Come on, you can't be wasting my time like that. Like,
I had shit to do. I had my website to do.
but yeah, like she came out with like some stories about her ex-boyfriend, right? Some crazy ass dude we knew from high school. Can't say his name either, cause like no free clout. What's it called?
Ongoing case.
So he just comes on like she's saying like all this shit, like other girls are coming out saying shit about it, and I guess like she felt like this momentum, like she's like, all right, bet, like I can do this for other people. And then she was like posting like other random people's stories, and like any girl who DM'd her, like she would post it type shit. And then it got so out of hand, like people were like threatening her and like blah blah blah. Like it was so many guys being like mentioned.
Yeah.
Like some of those stories, bro. Like I'm sorry, like. Yes,
Where's my hat?
They do make sense. Like yeah, like the story makes sense. But some of the stories, bro, like
they're cut.
Like,
That
it's
episode
so
is called.
cap,
The
bro.
episode is called "These Backwoods Are Not My Friend." You should take a listen to it.
Yeah,
we, that was a fun one.
we dove into it a bit, but yeah, fuck it.
Right back.
Yeah, no, because 100%, like it was with that racist shit that happened at G-Bird a couple of days ago. That
This didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. A lot of this shit didn't happen. Like I like the rape one, like the Moko Me Too one, is just like more just like I don't want to be so callous because it definitely could have happened. Like a lot of them, but
no,
some
I
of
do
them,
know,
like,
I
bruh.
do know some people like
Yeah.
on there like they got some litigation against them like
Yeah,
that like
exactly.
that shit like yeah like you taking it to court, good for you, like you're using
Definitely.
the justice system to its ability, but if
Definitely.
you're gonna sit there and post some shit on Instagram and like try to ruin someone's reputation,
Yeah,
just,
and then not further
like not do anything about it,
like the law,
like take
yeah.
me to court, bitch. Like I want to go to court. Like
I don't need to prove my name, bro. Cause like if you just leave it in like on Instagram and like the like the court of social opinion and shit like that, like yeah, you're gonna lose and have a tarnished relationship no matter what. You know what I mean? Like
I
it's
feel
just
like
strange.
that after that like basically what she said was like we had sex and then we woke up and she was naked like in my bed, and then she said I took off her pants and I just fucked her and she didn't do anything about it. But the whole time we woke up and like we were making out and like like
and that's it. That's it.
like that's literally what all that happened, and like she's saying like all of this stuff happened. Like I do understand like some people's point of views are different, but like
yeah, man.
but like if you're gonna go out there and like speak your truth, like you have to do it without any like no, you can't have like I mean in Spanish they say like you can't have hairs on your tongue, like no pelos en la lengua.
Okay.
Like you
That's
can't
cool.
like,
that.
you can't be a bitch. Like you can't like say something and like you
and then
you gotta
not,
say
like,
shit with your
follow
chest.
up, yeah.
Like, you gotta say shit with your chest. And if you're like coming out here like accusing me of some shit, like so many people like came out and like told me like that's what like made me like have that saving grace where I didn't go crazy, where I didn't like want to like do some shit about this girl literally like publicly castrating me.
Yeah,
It was the fact that people came out and they were like, I don't believe that about you. Like I know you. Like
You don't
like
seem
girls
like the
that
guy.
I've dealt with before, like they're like I can attest that you've never made me feel that type of way. Like that was like the little saving grace. But like
right, it was like
if I
that
didn't
glimmer of
have
hope.
that, bro,
Yeah,
like
bro. It would have got rough. It might have been rough.
it would have been rough, bro.
Yeah, cause like it's essentially the story she was telling about you, like the made up thing she was telling about you, sparked this whole big thing. You know, so it's like
And,
it
like,
would
they were
be
using my
taxing.
name for that shit. Like like I was even like the person with the most stories. I had one story by her.
Yeah.
And I was getting paraded like second top on the list. Like my pictures were being used.
Jesus
like I was like,
Christ.
man, y'all better ruin the fucking brand, bro.
Yeah,
like, come
you're gonna
on.
ruin my fucking chance of being something out here,
Like
bro.
that ass, you're ruining the brand, bro.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
come on.
Over bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, some people are just so desperate for like attention and clout and like. Well, I want to be fucking important too. You know what I'm saying? They'll use like a crumb of a story that happened, like y'all woke up together. You know what I'm saying? And blow it out of proportion. Like have a kernel of truth in it, so like it can be confirmed by both of you, and then go buck wild with it. You know, for essentially internet clout. You know what I mean?
I definitely I feel like I handled it like the best way I could.
I think you did, because I remember reading the joint, and like, this is the most mature thing, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, this simply didn't happen, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to clear my name, so take me to court, you know?
Oh, yeah, I wish, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my cousin just got, he's having a kid and shit, you know?
Word.
So, he was telling me how his, like, older, like, his girlfriend's, like, old-ass uncle was, like, an OC lawyer. He was like, yeah, bro, I've been hearing about that, like, you know, why don't you take it to court? And I was like, shit, this one, like
for
they kinda got some
defamation,
OC,
yeah.
They got some OC shit going on, because, like, you know, like, on Reddit, like, you can make, like, a forum about anything, right?
Yeah.
And they have a whole forum about me. Like, about, not specifically about me, but the Me Too Loco shit. You search up Armando Urrutia, I'm on that shit.
Oh my god, bro. That's some
and, like,
fucking
that shit is
man.
where they fuck themselves over, bro.
Word.
Because you can see, like, who contributes to Reddit, who manages that shit, like...
You can see who's, like, the subreddit, who all that
exactly,
shit, bro.
like,
you know what I'm saying? All that good shit.
All I'm saying is, like, justice is gonna, like, you know, it's gonna come one day, eventually, like...
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I just can't... I can't sit here and worry about, like, what one person's gonna think of me because of what one person said about me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like...
And that's a mature way to do it, bro. You know what I mean? Like that's the best way to like think about shit like that.
They just got the motherfuckers who killed, who were accused of killing Jam Master Jekyll. They shot him 19.
Today?
Yeah, the other day. They shot him like 19 years ago.
Who cares? like it was like, oh, I think we know who shot Biggie and Tupac. Who fucking cares? Like it doesn't matter now.
They both died.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It don't matter
You
now.
really think they're dead though?
Yeah.
Biggie,
Tupac's body.
Biggie is definitely dead.
What does that mean? Does they know where he's buried? They buried him, or like they cremated him. They cremated him. Yeah.
There is actually a thing. There is actually a thing where on Tupac's autopsy, they say Tupac was actually like 5'11", about 170, but his autopsy shows him to be like 6'2", 205. It's a conspiracy theory, but it's a fun one, you know.
Yeah.
They say the niggas in Cuba. I don't
All
know.
of a sudden got like 300 tall and grew a couple pounds in the gym.
Yeah, like shit. Them Cuban fucking them Cuban bitches get them tall like shit. Them Cuban cigars get you tall like shit, bro. But do you want to like start designing soon too? Cause like you're into the thrift stuff. Like you want to like start designing like Nostalgia Club merch and all that good
I
stuff.
do like Nostalgia Club merch. I try to make it a little more like I wouldn't say limited, but like keep it to like stuff that I'm gonna look back on and not be like, that's a shitty design. You know?
Yeah, that was.
Like I want to put out stuff that's like not gimmicky. It's not like my logo 3 times on the thing, you know. Like
Yeah.
I want to put some stuff out that's like a little more like
Avant-garde.
not even avant-garde. Like I feel like with the rework line that I'm working on, like some of the pieces are gonna be a little avant-garde, and people are gonna be like a little like taken aback and be like,
huh?
Yeah, that was kind of cool though.
They tilt your head like this, like.
Yeah, you gotta wear it with the right jeans.
I can see it, you know.
But yeah, I feel like some of the stuff might be a little avant-garde for like the rework line, but for like the merch, I'm definitely thinking of like trying to keep like, cause like the idea behind the merch is like just a way for advertising, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you're wearing that hoodie, like they're gonna look at you and they'll be like, oh, like what's up? Like it's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like
what's the
and you're like, oh, like this is my man's store. Like this dude I follow. Like
Yeah,
blah, blah,
exactly.
blah.
It's a joint I got.
That's
Yeah.
randomly, like the other day I was wearing my fucking Nostalgia Club like OG merch like hoodie that I've designed like 2 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude just came up to me. He's like, "Yo, you know that store? Like you bought it from that?" I was like,
Sure.
"Wait for this one. I actually designed it."
Yeah, like, hey, bro, you're not even gonna believe it. I designed.
It's actually my store. And he's like, "What? That's crazy. It's such a small world."
Mm-hmm.
It was at like Safeway and shit. I was just like, man, people are paying attention, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
someone's out there paying attention to what I'm doing.
You know we are and shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know we paying attention to the man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's the thing. Like, a lot of people do it for like the attention, but like if you do it for like the sole purpose of getting your shit out there, like people are gonna come. Like I didn't have more than 1,000 followers when I first started. I didn't hit 1,000 since like a couple, like maybe not even a year. Like it hasn't even been a year since I had 1,000. Like,
Oh wow, yeah.
Like it's
I just hit
literally,
1,000 myself too, like
Exactly,
not too
like-
long ago, or yeah.
Like now I'm a micro influencer, you know?
There are levels to this shit, boy. There are levels
Triple
to
micro.
this Instagram shit, boy. You know
Yeah,
what
boy,
I'm saying?
there's like, nah, I'm not gonna lie. I like getting into like the marketing aspect of it because like that's what I'm trying to focus on, like fashion marketing, like in
Word.
the future. And like I feel like it would be cool to do my own thing, but it would also be like really fucking cool to like be the dude that's behind like, nah, bro, put the shoes like that on the model and like we're gonna we're gonna do like this.
Creative
and, like,
direction.
Yeah,
like,
creative director,
basically
yeah.
creative director like for marketing type shit, like a director of
what's up.
photography type thing.
Yeah,
And
bro.
like, if I'm working like for Nike, like Jordan brand, like some shit like that, I would be happy. Like,
Hell yeah.
fuck yes, like
Hell yeah,
that'd
bro.
be so lit.
I was like, get you like, you know what I'm saying, get you that experience with a bigger house, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and like take all that all the money you make there, all the information you get, bring it back, start your own thing. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that's the
saying,
thing,
start
like-
doing your own thing more.
Like once you're like inside that little like bubble of like those people, like there's not a lot of people doing it. Like
Yeah, no, not really. It's like a big
like when you think of like Tinker Hatfield, like
Yeah.
how many Nike shoes did he design?
A lot of them.
Like a lot of them. A
Yeah.
lot of the nice ones. Arachis, Jordan 3 comes to mind. Jordan 1. Nah. Am I tripping? Did you do Jordan 1?
I'm pretty sure he did once.
I-
That was like his signature joint.
Was it the one?
Am I tripping? Or I thought it
I
was.
feel like I'm tripping. Oh, nah, it might be the one. It might be the one too.
Could be.
I feel like why are we even mentioning you and all this shit if you didn't design it?
Yeah, like shit.
3 designed the 3.
fucking
The
cares?
3. I'm telling you, the 3 is the most versatile shoe, the best Jordan 1, the best Jordan model ever, bruh. You can wear that joint with cargos, some tight pants, some shorts, no shorts,
and he has suits.
socks, no socks. You get
Tux.
the fucking the joint with the Tinker Hatfield special, the Nike sign on the side. Like you do a lot of shit with that shoe, and I feel like I was trying to get these like Fragment 3s that just came out, and fucking sneakers just like fucked up on me, bro.
You need the bot. You need the algorithm to get right.
Like, hey, if anyone knows, like, you running the box,
anyone knows how to code, bro?
Look at that
shit.
Four-girl group, just get like 6 going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If we get 6 going, we'll definitely 1, possibly 2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I know some dude in Virginia who does that. It's things like Sneakerville VA.
I've heard.
Yeah, I don't know. His page is actually kind of popular now. Like I've been following him for a while, but like he always does like bots and shit. Like so like any new release, like you be seeing him posting like 1 or 2 pairs, like 1 or 3 pairs, and like he just sells the rest to StockX and like puts them on the store and like like.
It's a good market, bro. If you know how to do that shit, bro. If you know how to code, whatever, bro. Hit us up. Hit the attic up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do some fun things with computers.
We're all about fun.
All about fun. So. But yeah, so I can't wait to wear this boot is on our shoe, bro. The attic shoe.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. Some guy hit us up. He does like shoes locally and shit. Shout out to Self-Made Man 301. Gotta work on your name, man. I'm sorry. But
the branding is there.
Yeah,
because your products are not bad at all. It's just the branding's gotta be there.
It's gotta be a little bit better. But like, yeah,
the self-made brand is a mouthful.
Yeah, exactly. But like, but it's solid.
In the attic,
Yeah, exactly. But it's solid. You know what I'm saying? All the shit he does is like really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like hit us up. He's like, hey, bro, you know, or he hit me up. He was like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? You like really supported me and shit. I want to give you a shoe and like, you know, you want to take one from the store. Or you want to design one? That'd be sick. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna design one.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This is Nike ID, boy. We're doing it.
What kind of damn by the way? There's something like that.
What?
I haven't seen a motherfucking design his own shoes with
Nike ID.
Yeah, they should do that.
It's called Nike by You now.
Ew.
Yeah, they fucked it up.
That's much worse.
Yeah, it really is.
By leaps and bounds worse, brother. But yeah, bro.
I feel like Nike has been switching up like the complete like way they do things. Like I feel like things like the sneaker game is like kind of like is marketed towards that hype now. Mm-hmm. It's like way more than before. Like before it was like the hype was its own separate market. Like the resale was its own separate market.
Yeah, but now they just like cater to it.
Yeah, like basically they're just like, okay, so what's the next like Jordan that we gotta drop? Like what's the next like I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know if you heard of this page called Hidden NY.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Hidden NY. Yeah. So like this dude is like obsessed like super famous page, like I don't know if you wanna pull it up, it's like fucking Virgil Abloh follows it, like fucking Drake, fucking Pharrell, everybody follows that page, right? It's like hidden.ny, and like they post like this classic green floor, like forest green floor. It's like all white with the green hits on like the ankles, not ankles, but like what's that joint called? Like the little aglets, like lace thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's it called? Like little green hits on that, and like people be going, whoa,
pause, talking suplexes, huh? I see you, Vase. Okay, boy.
This is the attic page.
Talking a lot of
This is the attic page.
Oh, damn.
AM?
Well, I'm the wrestler over here. I'm the wrestler. Motherfucking.
No. Nigga, no. I mean, I don't wrestle either, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Nigga, I didn't follow all of the pages on the Instagram, brother. I'm sorry. I didn't follow the pages.
I'm just here to post me.
I didn't follow.
I'm just here for the lulz.
Like, I'm just here for yucks, man. Or this far down.
I don't even know. Like, I feel like you might hit them like at some point. Right there. Stop. Right there. They be posting them joints so much for the past 2 years, and Nike said fuck it and dropped them.
Of course.
Literally a retro that had never, ever come out again. Like Nike had no thoughts of that shit. For 2 years they posted them, and Nike this year was like, yeah, fuck it, we dropping them.
They pay attention, bro. Like that's the thing. Like a lot of like these big companies and huge celebrities, like they also have Instagrams and shit like that, and their algorithms also give them the explore page and shit. So they have to keep their street. Yeah, no choice. Yeah, they have to stay up to shit. So they're paying attention to shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like fucking you they probably don't follow you, but like, you know, a nigga like fucking. Yeah, like Drake can hit you up, you know, out of the blue or something like that. He's done it in the past. He's done it with artists in the past.
Hey, let me pass your ID off. It's mine.
Like shit, yeah. Can you teach me how to do a Jamaican accent?
Shit, fuck. What is that joint called? The one he like took off like Hotline Bling. It's like a drum song.
No wait.
Is it Cha-Cha? Is it Cha-Cha?
I think it was the same. It was something from Cha-Cha.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was like the.
It was like
it was like kind of like
Hotline
it was like the bass line in the middle, like some shit like that. Yeah, he just like blatantly took that joint, and then he was like, "Fuck it, like this is my new single, bro."
A lot of them cats like, dude. I'll just finish and say, but like, yeah, it's like a lot of cats do that. Like even Travis, like Cactus Jack, he stole. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not his. Fucking, you know, Drake steals accents and flows. You know what I mean?
At least Drake will steal from like. Here's the thing. He steals, but at least he'll steal from somebody who's like, yeah, you should be keeping your eye on this person anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Sheck West, The Weeknd, McConan.
Yeah, they all popped that.
Oh yeah, McConan and shit.
Yeah, bro. When he was OVO, that big botch.
Niggas wasn't there.
Bro,
Niggas wasn't there. House parties in Atlanta. You faded. You're saying motherfuckers just kept passing the blunt. You've had several cups. Then Tuesday comes on. Oh shit.
Nah.
A random person puts their hand on your shoulder.
Right.
You don't know this person. You put your hand.
McConan.
You put your hand on
That
next.
person is
You know what I'm
McConan.
saying?
That person was McConan. He was at the house parties and shit. Oh man.
Yeah, I never seen his like old ass videos like awful records and shit, like
They're great.
Mother and like
They're great.
all them dudes.
That was one of the best eras, bro. That was like
That shit was a good ass era of music,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
that SoundCloud, that particular SoundCloud era, so yeah, it was amazing.
SoundCloud rap was so good before like Crybaby started coming on and like Lil Peep was famous and shit like
Yeah,
that.
because once
Like,
Peep got huge, that's when it started to get shit. And like my thing too is just like once Pump like kind of got big on SoundCloud, like that was the beginning of the end. Like Lil Pump, I loved Lil Pump for a while because he was ignorant and all that shit. Like it was fun. But after a while, I was like, that's all you do. You know what I'm saying? I need some growth. I need some growth from your brother. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what's the funniest thing ever though? Fucking Lil Pump and J. Cole interview.
Sweet Jesus.
That was the ending of Lil Pump.
Yeah, that was the end of Lil Pump. That was pretty much the end of Lil Pump because it was just like this wannabe grown nigga. Oh, he's a grown nigga, but this wannabe old head. This sat him down. Just like, man, I don't hate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like once J. Cole broke the like the tension between them, he's just like, yeah, man, you do what you do, and I do what I do. This is great. You know, I was like, Lil Pump needed him to hate him. You know what I'm saying? It needed to be a controversy. It needed to be confrontation, or else it wouldn't have worked. And it didn't work. I don't remember a lot of the interview.
This style will not last with people. It just will not resonate with them forever.
Exactly. And he's letting them know. It was like
anybody with an ounce of intelligence is gonna move on.
Yeah, because
they'll listen every now and again, but
yeah, like you know, Yachty, fucking Uzi to a lesser degree, he's sticking around, but like a lot
smart,
of
bro. Yachty's smart. You can't talk shit about him.
Hey, but like I'm hanging with Yachty just because he got his bread right. You know what I'm saying? Like he got his long bread, son.
Sprite deal. What else? Like 3 movies.
He didn't have a 360 though, did he?
Nah.
If he does, then he's a dumb nigga,
I don't think
bro.
he has it with QC.
With QC, I feel like he got one.
Yeah.
360.
Yeah, he got a 360. Then he's a dumb nigga.
Because that's the thing. All it is just, hey, we get a slice of everything. But if they give you a sizable portion of like what you're gonna get from each of those things, a lot of niggas will still take it.
Yeah.
If it's like, yeah, we're gonna take a bit of your merch, a bit of your shows, a bit of your streaming revenue, but it's like, yeah, we're gonna take 30 to 40% of your merch, 30 to 40% of your streaming revenue, 30% from your shows. A lot of motherfuckers will take that.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, yeah, a lot of cats who are just like who don't have like that good like business acumen or like people in their corner and shit like that. It's like, yeah, like it's more lucrative for you to not be independent, you know what I'm saying, than to be independent, bro. Like, let those Jews take your money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the percentages are probably higher than what I said. But
yeah, but like, let
You guys hearing about this Kanye West tweets that he's been going crazy?
Which ones?
Bro,
he's posting like Renaissance art. You know what I'm saying? He's going nuts.
You know what's crazy?
It's awesome. I love it.
I went to shoot this like thing for Nostalgia Club, and it's like an estate. Like this rich ass lady, like Merriweather Post Pavilion, like the lady behind that.
That's
shit.
her?
Like
the lady?
type shit. Yeah.
Word.
Like her rich ass estate, like
nice.
It's so bad. Like
it's
I couldn't fathom like having that much money where I can like decorate the inside of my house with shit that's worth more than the house. Like,
hey yo, that's a crazy way to see it. So yeah, it's a crazy way to think about it.
It's like art on every wall, like jewelry, like shit. Faces, like shit, like, and then she has like this one room where it's like Russian
where the
sacred arts. Yeah, like,
help us.
It's a hard knock life.
They were blocking off like a little set of stairs upstairs, and I was like, so what's back there? And he was like, just some offices. I was like, in a house? And he's like, yeah, security offices. And I was like,
yeah, you clearly don't have a big house, do you? They just start slandering you for no reason. You're like, you're clearly poor, aren't you, kid? So it's like, I was just asking.
He just starts checking out his
right now.
you can't even see them.
It was like, you thrifted that, didn't you? But you're at the
it sounded kind of weird when I walked in with the bag of clothes. You're like, what's that? I was like, clothes? He's like, yeah, you got to put that over there. And I was like, alright, I guess. Like, one outfit, like, shit.
Just wanted to change. I'm flexing this one fit, bro. I know you don't understand.
Like, I walked into that room, like, the Russian sacred arts, and, like a whole bunch of the shit that, like, Kanye was posting was, like, from, like, I saw it there. And
Word?
it was, even though it was Russian and, like, not even, is it Eastern Europe? Like, middle of Europe? Like,
What, Russia?
Eurasia?
Yeah.
Technically, it's Asia.
Eurasia?
Eurasia, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Russia kind of stands on its own at this point. Like,
I mean,
it's fucking fat.
Of course, Mother Russia. Mother Russia will always stand on her own.
But yeah, and like they were portraying like these historical figures as like people of color, like melanated people. Like they didn't look
correctly. You mean?
Like yeah, of course. Like Jesus was black.
Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about
And
9/11.
so crack. But yeah, what's it called?
I was about to say Huey.
But yeah, I don't know where I was trying to get with that, but like he's kind of going crazy on Twitter, like calling out the heads of like Universal Music Group, like the Bulleri family, like people who are in charge of power.
Yeah.
And like now that he's like on the playing field where he's like, yeah, I got a couple billion I could play around with, like you know.
Yeah,
like,
I can toss around.
Like
it's like, bro, it was like $1 billion in $3 you have. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah. Kanye did sign a $5 billion deal with Gap. Like that shit's kind of crazy.
How much is Gap?
But he ain't at the.
I was gonna say, like,
but he ain't at the table.
Yeah, he's
not
like,
at the table. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to eat at the table.
If they made a deal with you for $5 million, that means they're gonna make 30.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
They're gonna make
100%.
$30 billion.
So it's fine. Yeah, so it's fine. It's like, yeah, go ahead, fucking 5. You just all right. It's like, okay, yeah.
Like, also, like, I feel like he's been on some weird shit, like, cause he's like trying to build like cities. He's trying to like he bought like 30 plus acres in Wyoming, like trying to build like schools, like.
It's as if, and let me say, like, that's all that is good.
Technically, buying up land, you know what I'm saying? Building community centers and schools and all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's like when you would talk about that stuff like in middle school with your buddies. Like that's the how I feel about when Kanye talks about shit like that. It's like, oh yeah, man, we're gonna tear down the establishment, man. Like vaguely, you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna build up the community and stuff like that. Again, vague.
But like, he's not building up communities. He's like building his own community.
Yeah, but again,
that, I feel like that's like kind of different. Like, he's not going into like places like let's say like some places like lower income like neighborhoods. Like he's not going into like those places trying to fix shit up. He's like,
of course he ain't.
He's like, nah, we're moving out to the Midwest and like I'm building a city here.
And again, this seems like a child saying that.
In terms of that,
I want to build a city and be president of the city.
Like, in terms of that, I think
Be the mayor of the town.
he's probably better off just because a lot of the inner cities, especially a lot of lower incomes, places, a lot of that land has been owned and spoken for generations by families that are so powerful that all we would watch, if we were going to watch Kanye throw just himself against those things, all we're going to be doing is watching him probably lose. Not necessarily guaranteed, but probably lose. Mm-hmm. At least in Wyoming, you can start fresh. As for the Gap shit, I mean, that is not. Everybody doesn't inherently win when the guy we like wins. Mm-hmm. It's not the same thing. Like the guy we like winning is not the same thing as everybody getting a W. It's just not. Blackboard seats matter. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
It's like you're 1 out of 7 seats.
Billionaire. It can't be a billionaire still coming to us as regular people on Twitter like, yeah, man, I need to be on this board. Otherwise, you're not free. You're not free unless I'm sitting on this board. What?
Huh?
What?
Please substantiate.
I can't pay my rent, Mr. West. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mr. West.
Mr. West, like Mr. West, I'm hungry.
Mr.
You know what I'm
West,
saying?
I got 2 jobs. I got 2 kids.
Mr.
Bro.
West, I can't afford insulin. You know, it's not the same. That's not that. Him getting a board seat is not a win for everybody.
Nah.
But at the same time, and also the way he's going about this, it's like I say about a lot of it, it's unstrategic. It's reckless.
Yeah, definitely.
That's more what I was saying. It's like a kid talking about doing stuff. It's like no plan of
Yeah,
action.
not having a plan and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
All that's gonna happen is gonna be somebody in there. Some of these people he's leaking. Some of these, some of these people he's leaking. Some of these people's numbers he's leaking. Some of these conversations leaking.
It's hilarious.
Some of
It's
this,
actually funny.
yeah, it's hilarious. Don't get me wrong. But some of it is gonna be something where it's like, all right, you broke some sort of rule somewhere. They've got the best lawyers in the world. They're gonna completely crush you with litigation, and it's not the fact that you are black that they beat you. It's the fact that you didn't move correctly. Like you did it recklessly. You leaked people's numbers.
You were screenshotting conversations with
You
people,
put people's
bro.
conversations. These are multi-billion-dollar conversations. The law has something to say about this. So again, I'm not guaranteeing, but you stand a likely choice of watching him take an L, and everybody else is gonna look at this like, see how impenetrable the powers that be is. Nah, he just did it wrong.
Yeah, like
He
shit.
did it completely, moved incorrectly. Of course they fucking struck him down. You broke 3 laws. You know what I'm saying?
You broke 3 NDA laws, brother. Like, come on, man.
You violated an NDA probably 2 years before this shit was supposed to expire.
Yeah.
You were trying to be a martyr, and that's cool, but like we don't need martyrs, we need results.
Yeah, bro. We need land.
Well, I should have.
Yeah, you missed opportunity. That's okay. It's all good.
But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah,
You know.
yeah, he's still gonna create Yeezys. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I feel like the Yeezy brand is like
It's dead.
it's stupid. Like it's like too mass produced.
It's silly. It's like, you ever seen the boot he put out, or like the text thread he had when he showed the boots?
Oh yeah. It's
Like what? It looks like an exoskeleton. What the fuck?
what I do really love though is like when you see a brand like Off-White, or you see a brand like Kanye's Yeezy, or you see like anything like this, like there's like people working behind the scenes, like the little like people who like some people refer to as like a tourist versus like a purist, you know, like the purist is like the dude who like cares about the detail, knows what the fuck he's doing, like
Exactly,
the
yeah.
tourist is there to see shit, like it's just like oh, like this is really cool, like I want to be part of this too, like
Yeah, like shit.
like, but I'd be like finding like their accounts. Like I'd be finding like their little fucking Instagrams, like all of like Kanye's like team and shit. Like
Oh, word,
they be
yeah.
posting like the models and shit. Like this dude Ding Young Zong, fucking most random
Sounds like a good guy.
ass,
Yeah, like
most random ass designer. He did like the Yeezy like the boot and like the wave runner. Like he
Yeah, like
worked
he
on both those shits.
like these niggas don't design their own shit.
But yeah,
bro.
it's
They have
not like
such a
Kanye's
big
just
team.
Kanye's just sitting there and being like,
Yes.
that's cool,
No.
that's cool,
No. Yes.
that's cool. I'm not taking this shit back.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
cool. Like yeah.
Exactly.
Like
bro.
he's just approving this shit. Like the people that are behind it, like that are actually doing this shit. Like I always have respect for those
Yeah, exactly. The college grads like shit.
people. Yeah, bro.
Fucking FIT grads, bro.
Bruh, I don't even know. Like I've been putting off like going to this place, but like I feel like gotta go. Like gotta get my foot in that door. You know.
Yeah, bro.
If you go through it, bread saved, absolutely do it.
Yeah, brother, you know what I'm saying? If you think that's like, if it's going to be like the best end to your means, like shit, like definitely do it, brother. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely going to like, because it's not going to hurt at all, like, I mean, other than financially. But like, other than that, like, you get like way more experience. You can meet great, like, whole new people.
Yeah, it's
all
also
that
like
stuff,
a 2-year program. It's not like I'm giving away like 40K a semester,
Yeah,
like at Penn State or something.
like shit, yeah. You're going to art
I
school.
I know those pockets are hurting, bro. Like sitting on the computer paying like $40,000 like just for that shit, boy. I would be pissed off.
Couldn't be me.
I swear to God.
Couldn't be me.
Nah, bro. I would be pissed off. Like literally, like my kid has to go to Penn. Like let's say like a kid's going to Penn State. Like I'm dropping like 20K a semester, 40K a year. Like by the end of the shit, that's like 160 like K.
Yeah,
Like,
A small business.
yeah, small
Like,
business loan.
Like, what did you do for 4 years?
Literally-
I just partied and I learned a little stuff. Like,
Yeah, like-
Literally a house cash.
Yeah.
Like in the right neighborhood, a house cash.
He's like, well, you know, butt chugging's a thing.
I learned that.
I learned how to do that, man.
But yeah, like so, like kind of like last question kind of thing. Like, what's your grail, brother? You know what I'm saying? What's like your ultimate find? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, like my ultimate, like my best find, or like my grail?
Yeah.
Like
All right.
end-
So
like
all right.
end game type of thing.
No. All right. So yeah, that was a poorly worded question. But like, so what's your favorite piece that you found? Like the ultimate grail you found? You know what I'm saying? Versus what do you want to find like at the thrift one day? You know what I'm saying? Your treasure.
If I had to choose, it would be a polo suicide ski jacket. Polos.
Get on, pull it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Suicide ski.
Suicide ski.
Skiing is suicide.
Jacket. Jacket.
Boom.
Oh hell yeah,
Boom.
that feels nice.
Boom. Fuck the retro. Fuck the retro that they made out of it.
Yeah.
That's
that
the
shit's
retro.
crazy.
That joint?
That's like the jacket that if I found.
No, this is crazy.
Like if
No,
I
that-
found that jacket, if I
no,
found
that-
that jacket, like I would probably cry a little. Like, I
No,
would
that
be
black
like,
and red.
holy
That
shit.
black and red is too much.
The little
Yeah, it's
Polo
too much.
USA hit on the side is
It's
crazy.
fire, bro. Yeah, that joint's sexy.
That's like one of my like top grails I've ever found. That joint would fucking like cry. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like honestly, I feel like the best shit I've ever found. Like, I don't even know because I be finding like a lot of stuff.
Word.
But like, it probably had to be this T-shirt. This Malcolm X T-shirt. Let's go.
Yes, indeedy.
Boom. But
Yes,
no, what's it called?
indeedy.
It's like 1980s, like single stitch, like all sport USA blank. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like I know like all these blanks. Like if I look at the tag, I'm like, all right, this was the era of this giant. Like so, this is like.
That's what's up.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like that's
that's
like the
sick.
difference between like the tourists and the purists. You know,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
the people like know like that cut, like that blank is this era, this blah blah blah. Like that's the difference between like.
You're the purest, dog.
I already know.
You already know the game.
But yeah, like I feel like this is like one of my favorite finds because like I wear this shit like all the fucking time.
Word.
And, like it still like keeps up with me. Like
It's solid, bro. Yeah, it's something that won't fade on you.
it's
Like,
something that I
yeah.
won't like. I'm not gonna get tired of like a black T-shirt. You know.
Exactly.
Like-
Yeah, brother. Never get tired of the black t-shirts. No, but yeah, I found a fucking the Ice Cube album, The Predator.
Oh,
Yeah, I found
shit.
one of them joints, and it's like at the Salvation Army, bro. I was
Yeah,
high,
I feel
bro.
like that's the one thing I don't get enough of, like
Yeah.
rap merch. Like,
Bro, rap
like,
tees, you
rap
can-
tees,
yeah.
like bro, like I never find them shits. It be blowing me.
Never at a thrift, bro. Like, yeah, we
Gotta
got
go
to
to
do
their
credit. Let's go
concerts.
tomorrow. Let's go tomorrow.
Depends what time.
All right, we'll talk about it. But like, yeah, dude.
Oh wait, I'm gonna be ascended. Yeah, that'll be fun. Actually.
Oh God. That means I have to drive. Fine.
No, best
Oh fuck! Hopefully I got my fucking check tomorrow. If not, I'm just gonna have to go in a little bit of bed.
light brown trench coat.
Oh, the one that you found unique.
Yeah, light brown
Yeah.
trench coat on the back. Pink paint says "Long live Levi."
Hey
I
yo.
don't know who the fuck Levi is.
Levi's, but it's
Yo,
okay.
that joke was hard. That joke hard. But
I immediately
yeah.
had to got that. You had to get that.
Yeah, the other week, like I was at the thrift and I found this, like I saw this jacket and it was like this brown jacket. I was like, alright, this whatever. I keep going down the rack.
Mhm.
So and I keep going down the rack. I find some like hella shit. I was like, alright, bet. I go around, like I see this dude just like freaking out. He like looks at me, he's like, yo, bro, look at this. I just found this. And it's like same brown jacket. Shows me the tag and it's like some Givenchy shit. And I was just like,
That's mine.
and I was like, damn, bro, good shit.
Hey, good job.
And he was excited
That's
as
a good thing
fuck. I
about
was just like,
That's a good thing about thrifting is like hating is okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Like hating is like, oh, word, you fuck motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. No, like I always justify to myself. Like I'll let you need the other day. I was about to pick up like a yellow Nautica joint, and it's like a nice like fleece sweater and shit. I was like, nah, I got like stains on it. And like 20 minutes later, I was like, see this like hype beast nigga just like walking around like all the clothes and it's like right in the middle of there. And I was like, and then I was like. That stains on it. I didn't want it. That stains on it.
Just so you can't have it.
Basically. Yeah, exactly. Because it was this fucking loser kid. I was like, man, like, all you're going to do is fucking sell it and skate in it twice and then never wear it again. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen like sometimes you can tell that people are in there like for that resale shit.
yeah,
Like,
bro.
like you could tell like.
Like, don't make it so
Like
obvious.
you're not that jerked out just to hit the thrift, bro. Like come
Nah,
on, like
you're not that
like nah.
Your eyes are
It was-
dilated fucking.
It was
going
like
down
it was
your
like
sell
mad
shit.
like it kind of just took me aback. I seen this dude in like the off-white blazer, like the gray and like purple jump. I was just like, why are you at a thrift?
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Go home, dog.
Like, bro, like, come on, you have the money.
I just gave
Wait,
my card like, hey, nah, bro, hit up Nostalgia Club. We got better shit.
Like shit, bro. It's fucking like if you want to ever like wear something cool with that, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
learn how to dress.
Like shit, man. Oh man, this has been a good interview, man. Thanks for coming by, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro. I had some
Hey,
fun.
no problem, man. This has been great, man.
But yeah, guys, remember We Kill Cowboys in the Attic everywhere you get podcasts, Attic and Friends on all social media. Tommy Tynz, Bunny and Breakfast on social medias, and Attic and Friends on YouTube. Check out our Patreon. Patreon will be up by this episode. But you know what I'm saying?
Why?
This episode, Patreon will be up. But yeah, man, go and plug anything you got to plug, man.
This one right here? Follow nostalgia.club on Instagram, nostalgiaclub.us online. Shop some vintage, shop some streetwear, shop some hype, whatever, you know.
All
got
your
everything.
needs are met.
Everything you need.
Everything you need, brother.
And that other stuff too.
Hell yeah, man.
Everything you need and the other stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, guys, remember buy guns and land, and
It's a good episode, Tyler.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
we'll see you next time.